ESPN welcomes you to a special presentation of the United Football League on ABC.
We welcome you to our nation's capital, a magnificent Audi Field here in this Buzzard Point area of Washington, D.C. Week 8 of the UFL. This is where the hometown D.C. Defenders take this field with a little extra bounce in their step. The close-knit culture of this roster, it has them in the midst of an impressive season. Today, they take on a talented squad that's playing with desperate edge with quarterback Luis Perez. Arlington knows it's a must-win. Week 8, this is the part of the season where the postseason is in sight. From here in Washington, D.C., a UFL matchup of conference rivals, 5-2 D.C., looking to sweep the series against Arlington. And this is the way the standings look. Remember, top 2 teams in each conference advance to the playoffs. Bottom line is this as we play this XFL conference game. If D.C. wins today, they're in. For Arlington, they must win to stay alive for the postseason. And things have changed dramatically when it comes to the odds to win it all. These are the updated money lines for the UFL Championship. Of course, we will hear from our betting analyst, Aaron Dolan, in a moment. The championship takes place in St. Louis, June 14th in primetime right here on ABC. Glad you're with us, everybody. Good afternoon from Washington, D.C. Joe Tessitore and Jordan Rogers with you. Our field-level analysts are Tom Luganville and Sam Macho. We'll say hello to them in just a moment. It's a beautiful spring weekend here in D.C. It's been a beautiful season for the Defenders. A lot of that, Jordan, has to do with the fact that they may just have the league MVP playing quarterback.
I think they do right now. Jordan Ta'amu has been a mainstay in spring leagues for the past 3 years, but he is having the best campaign of his career. And right now, he's the MVP for me, and it's because of his ability to push the ball downfield. DC throws the deep ball better than anybody in the UFL, and they asked Jordan Ta'amu to do it more than anybody in the NFL. He's got playmakers all over the field, but also the separating factor for him, his ability to make plays with his legs, off the zone reads in the RPO game. That is what makes him truly special.
Lugs is with Coach Shannon Harris. Tom?
Yeah, Tess, Coach, listen, 2 of the 4 playoff spots are set. Win and you're in today. How do you make that a reality?
Yeah, we just got to come out here and play defender football, We prepped all week for this team. We know what this team about. They're a well-coached football team by Coach Stoops and his staff. We just got to come out with a lot of energy, come out and play like we want to be where we want to get to, and then everything else take care of itself.
Lots at stake for you, lots at stake for them. You had a barn burner with them to close out the month of April. What concerns you most about this Arlington team?
Well, one thing about it, they're a gritty group of guys, They are tough, dude. They are tough on that side of the ball, both offensively, defensively. Perez, he's a very smart guy. He makes good decisions at times. So we just got to make sure that we come out and play disciplined football, don't hurt ourselves with pre-snap penalties or post-snaps, and then everything else take care of itself.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Sir, I appreciate it.
All right, let's talk about that Arlington team on the other side. They do have the talent to be in the postseason, to compete with anybody. What they haven't had is some luck on their side. They've lost the last 3. All one-possession decided games, Jordan. Last one was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, their record does not reflect how good this football team is. Last time these 2 teams faced off, that interception by Josh Proctor sealed it as Arlington had a chance to win the game late against St. Louis, one of the best teams in the UFL right now, lost 12-6. Another really close one, a turnover late, dictated that one. And then the thriller just a week ago with with Michigan and Bryce Perkins, they scored with no time left to win it. So this Arlington team is always in the game. It just hasn't gone their way the last few weeks.
Sam Macho is with head coach Bob Stoops.
And Coach Stoops, we just talked about some of your close losses. How does your team finish?
Yeah, we've got to make plays at the end of games. We've defensively or offensively stay on the field longer in those situations, making plays down to the end of the game. Look at this Longhorn and Sooner getting along so well.
Hey, man, we're trying to show some love. A Longhorn and a Sooner. Thanks so much, Coach.
Yeah, we got Red River down on the sidelines today. Of course, Coach Stoops, can always turn to his veteran quarterback, the spring king, Luis Perez.
Yeah, everybody knows Luis Perez, but in a league where the dual threat quarterback is coveted, Luis Perez is somewhat of a unicorn. He is a pocket passing quarterback, not a mobile guy, not going to hurt you with his legs. He does it the old school way. He beats you pre-snap with his mind. He beats need to with timing, with accuracy, and with no more Kalen Ballage in the run game in question. A lot more pressure on Luis Perez to do it all with his arm here against DC today.
All right, always fun to say hello to Aaron Dolan, our betting analyst. Aaron, what's in store for us today here?
Well, we get to see two of the best passers in the league, and we'll start with Luis Perez. He leads the league in completions as well as completion percentage, which we currently are seeing his completions prop at 21.5. He's hit over this just 3 times so far this season. But on the other side of the ball, I'm really looking at Jordan Ta'amu. He's leading the league in passing yards as well as passing touchdowns. His passing yards prop at 239.5 is currently the most bet on thing to go over today on ESPN Bet. He's done so in 5 straight games, but for me personally, my favorite bet is going to be Ta'amu to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns for today.
1.5 passing touchdowns is the over-under for a guy who leads the UFL in touchdown passes. Jordan Ta'amu with 15 on the year. DC has elected to kick off 5-2 on the season is DC. Arlington in a must-win situation for their postseason hopes. They are 3-4. Joe Powell and Jaden Price are the return men for Arlington as Matt McCrane will get things started for DC. This is Jaden Price on the return. And Price ends up at about the 26-yard line. One of the most enjoyable aspects of doing a game in D.C., Luke's monitoring that beer snake.
Oh, I certainly am here. We're in the end zone. We're ready to go. We've got 15 cups so far, and I've got my beer snake. 16. There we go. Here we go. Oh, 17. Here we go. I got my beer snake consigliere here. Evan, what's the number? What's the goal for today in terms of how far this is going to go out?
Oh, I would love for this thing to get up all the way today. I think we should have enough people here today. We can get it all the way up.
Heck of a commitment, Tess. We'll see what they can do.
We will see. Evan Diaz, who is the anchor point of the beer snake. Perez on first down, back shoulder is incomplete. He was looking for Tyler Vaughns.
Yeah, that's a matchup that you're going to want to watch all game. Tyler Vaughns had his breakout game last week, 9 receptions, 127 yards, and it was that back shoulder throw. He's going to be matched up on former first-round pick DeAndre Baker, Kelvin Joseph on either side. Number 8's a guy that Luis Perez is going to go to many times, as many times as possible today.
Here's Hunter on the carry as he is taken down at the 28-yard line. Tackled that time by Maxwell.
All right, let's go 11 Burnett. Left half. Middle. 5 Dixie left. 50 5-0 F choice X go ZX. 5 Dixie left. 50 F choice X go ZX.
F choice X go ZX.
Third and 8 for Perez as he goes with the in cut. That's going to be short of the line again. Deontay Burnett, the former USC star, with the reception, tackled by Bryce Thompson.
Yeah, quick game there, but a lot of traffic around Luis Perez. He's got a man down for Arlington.
That's the left guard, I believe, Marcus Minor. Got a huge college football career at Pitt. He was on that offensive line and earned first team All-ACC. Was at Maryland for a few years, was an All-Academic Big Ten, then transferred to the ACC to play at Pitt, where he was first team All-ACC, and now starting offensive lineman for Arlington is down on their first possession.
Yeah, remember, I mentioned it in the open. Luis Perez is a pocket passer. He's not a mobile guy, so his ability to operate with clean pockets is what this team depends on. And with these UFL rosters, they only travel 7 offensive linemen. So if you're down 1, that's 6. 5 are out on the field, and not a lot of room for injuries, as you're going to see him get rolled up here late, right before the throw. A lot of traffic around Luis Perez.
Well, Jordan, you better hope one of them can play center.
Yeah.
Well, he is able to put some weight on it as Minor makes his way off the field. Remember, that was 3rd and 8, and the reception went for 5 yards. So 4th down, the punter, Marquette King, the longtime NFL star, is out there.
And our first look at Chris Rowland, who will be returning this punt, one of the best playmakers in the UFL. Dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Marquette King on to punt as he skies this and turns it over and drives it all the way back to the 10-yard line for Rowland. Ball is out. The ball is out, and there is a fight for it. And Arlington believes they've recovered.
I think it was the long snapper that ended up on that one.
Antonio Ortiz is the long snapper down there. And coming it is Arlington football. Off the fumble, and Ortiz recovers it.
Yeah, Rowland had a fumble on a kickoff return last week as well. Ball security issues on special teams, and this is going to give Arlington great field position to start this game.
Tom Luganville, how much do you appreciate a snapper getting down on punt coverage and coming up with a football?
Well, listen, I was down here right in front of it when it happened, and he came in, swooped in, got in the field position, technically sound, but you know what it tells you? It tells you that long snappers are athletes, too. He had to run 45 yards to cover that thing.
Like your son playing college football.
Exactly.
At Western Kentucky.
Eastern Kentucky now, come on.
Oh, my God, that is horrible of me.
Oh,
Eastern
my goodness.
Kentucky. EKU, major shout-out. Hunter stacked up for a tackle for Wallace. Sam.
So I got the man of the hour. Antonio, I know you got to go, but let's talk about it. You're a long snapper. How did you recover that fumble? What happened?
No, I saw the ball and just hopped on it, man. That's it. They were punching. They were trying to rip it out. I was holding on to it.
What was going on down there when you had the ball?
They were trying to rip it out, man. I was holding on for dear life.
Awesome. Great job. I know you're getting ready for a field goal, but great job.
All right, thank you.
It's 2nd down. Where does he have to go?
He wants to get his snaps. Hey, 2nd down. Where you got to go? Where do you got to go? It's 2nd down.
I tried to get rid of a field goal. I'm trying to get someone Marquette.
Perez. Incomplete. He was looking for Vaughn's. DeAndre Baker, the former 1st-round pick, with coverage.
That's a long snapper's dream. You got interviewed in the 1st quarter of a game, and you're trying to go get snaps in on 2nd down?
Well, he's efficient, right? It was a dream. He was running over so we can get his snaps with Marquette. It's 3rd down already. You know the play clock goes flat. Play clock goes fast. So he's trying to get ready. He's already getting ready to get to prepare for the field goal.
3rd down and 14.
White Cadillac, you got Sal Cannella, the big tight end target, matched up on Baker.
Perez just going to have to check down on 3rd and long, and wiggling his way straight ahead was Hunter. What an extra effort by Hunter to pick up the 1st down on what was 3rd and 14.
And watch, Anthony Hines, normally responsible for the running back, is going to blitz, so the safety's going to have to come down and pick up Day Hunter from 15, 20 yards deep. That's why there's that separation on the check down. And a really good job by the veteran quarterback of finding him, as you see the True Vision chest cam on Day Hunter.
Quick to the outside, but right on top of Sal Cannella as they're whistling this dead. That was Bryce Thompson with an outstanding play.
Yeah, and he's a guy that they traded for this offseason. He has been such a pickup. Watch him coming off the edge here, reading it right away, triggering, and avoiding that block from the slot receiver. He's a guy that plays that nickel position. This secondary is so talented for DC. That's why they're the 2nd best pass defense in the UFL.
2nd and 12. Perez being chased back by Joe Wallace. And because of that, he has to throw it away with the big 300-pounder getting free.
And Joe Wallace is a game wrecker, man. He has been so good the last couple weeks. You see him knifing through the A-gap. Luis Perez wanted the matchup of Day Hunter as running back on Anthony Hines, the linebacker, on a rail route into the end zone, but great coverage, and the pressure from Wallace caused him to scramble and move on.
3rd and 12.
63. Oh, yeah. Gotta go. Get set.
Perez Perez on 3rd and long. Had a step up, lot of traffic as he goes underneath the Hunter, who's trying to spin free but unable to get out of the grasp. Josh Proctor the first to get there, and then Shane Simon cleaned it up.
Yeah, watch Andre Mintz, a little game coming here and then looping around. Roberson on the right side is going to cause Perez to step up, and then it's the ET game on the left side. Mintz almost gets to him. Causes once again another check down to get the ball out of his hands and avoid a sack.
So Antonio Ortiz, who had the fumble recovery, was anxious to get out there and snap. Now he gets this opportunity as Lucas Haversick will have the short field goal attempt that he puts up and in. A 30-yard field goal for Haversick. 3-zip Arlington.
We love the moments, the memories, the magic, the game. So let's get more. More action. More celebration. More unforgettable. More football.
Don't miss the action every weekend this spring. Visit theufl.com for tickets.
Beautiful afternoon here in D.C. as UFL is brought to you by Progressive. Protect your auto, home, and business today at Progressive.com. Week 8 of the UFL. D.C. has been one of the big stories of the season. They're sitting here with a chance to get to 6 wins, secure a spot in the postseason, but Arlington has been right there in so many games, and if they win today, they are still very much alive to make it into the playoffs. 30-yard field goal moments ago after we had the turnover on the punt return. This is Chris Rowland, who fumbled the punt return as Rowland makes a good return out towards the 30-yard line. Here's what Jordan Thomas sounded like in warm-ups.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Hey, they said it's going to take grit, right? It's going to take grit. Hey, from the first snap to the last snap, we got to dominate these boys. This is our house. I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play for you. So I want y'all to play for me. That's all I want. That's all I want. Let's go, baby. Dominate, baby. Let's go. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Great level of intensity from the veteran quarterback, the former Ole Miss star, now 27 years old and having one of his best seasons.
37 Gucci. Alert 46. 37 Gucci. Alert 46.
Oh, that's ought to be good. 37 Gucci.
Scarpe Italiano.
Allora, sto bene.
Leading the UFL in almost every single passing category, and stat chasers will say, oh, but he's last in completion percentage. Yeah, because they throw the football deep downfield more than anybody. He takes a lot of risks, but he is accurate downfield.
They go with the jet motion of Rowland, and Rowland able to turn the corner and get the first down. You see the explosiveness on the edge from the 5'8" Rowland.
Yeah, and he's going to have 2 lead blockers to the left here. And I love getting the ball in Chris Rowland's hands early. Had the turnover on special teams, but last week, only 1 catch for 7 yards, only 2 total targets. Getting him involved early, and here it goes.
Oh, they keep it on the ground with Jackson, and he is gone just like that. A 57-yard touchdown by Deion Jackson.
What an answer for D.C. We saw Arlington off to the quick start. There is a flag on the field.
We're going to have to check on that. Let's listen in.
OBO 2-0.
25-88 engaged. Try to separate. We're going to bang them 25 with a personal foul for out of bounds, continuing in his act. And then we got, after the play, 25, we just need to warn that coach over there about him and his actions. Grabbing his crotch and everything. 25 personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
So it's against Arlington.
It's against Arlington.
25, we're going to enforce it as a dead ball foul, but that's on the try.
So it'll go.
It's a foul on 25 Arlington for a personal foul. We'll enforce it on the try. So find out what the DC coach wants to do in terms of, personal foul, defense, number 25. Penalty will be enforced on the try.
It was a great run by Jackson. I want you to pay attention to the linebacker right here, Donald Payne. He's going to stop in the A-gap. You have to keep knifing through. He should have been able to blow that up in the backfield. Instead, he waits, hesitates. Deion Jackson able to hit the B-gap there for a big touchdown. And a little extracurricular going on the sideline here early.
Well, that happened actually even a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
After the kickoff, there was some pushing.
Hard line by rule.
Couple hand gestures that weren't appreciated by the black and white stripes.
So because of the penalty, this is actually assessed on the conversion. So this is a 3-point attempt, but it's from the 2-yard line, our ortho home defense conversion attempt. So a 3-point attempt from the 2. As Jackson catches that seam and is in. So Deion Jackson just accounted for 9 points, a 57-yard touchdown, and then because of the penalty, a short 3-point conversion.
Yeah, it's a great job by the offensive line, but this is music to the ears of this coaching staff and this fan base, because DC has really struggled to run the ball the last couple games. Only 70 total yards last week, 75 yards in the blowout loss to Michigan, already up around that total. When they can get the run game going to complement the play action, the RPOs, the downfield passing from Jordan Ta'amu, this offense is nearly unstoppable. When they don't run the football, they struggle.
Got Deion Jackson right here, 9 points in one man, a 57-yard touchdown, and of course the conversion. What did you see off of the left side? Had a nice little jump cut in there, but what did your eyes tell you?
I just seen one backer in the box. I pressed it, made him stay middle. My lineman, they cleared the lane to the left. Rest is history.
All right, go do it, buddy.
9-3 as DC responds. Remember, they turned the ball over, gave up that field goal, and then they didn't waste much time at all. Jaden Price on the return. So Deion Jackson with a 57-yard touchdown, Aaron Dolan. How did that play on the gambling scene?
Well, for him to score the first touchdown, it was plus 500 odds on ESPN Bet. So what that means is if you have placed a $10 bet on him to score the first touchdown, you would have won $500. Now $50. On top of that, this is a guy that scored in 3 of the last 4 games, and now that pushes up this total. And keep in mind, overs are continuing to be the narrative. They're currently 16-7 since week 3. So the public's liking the over for today. We'll see how high it gets.
No doubt about it. Already 12 points on our board. Orbit, play action, and then the throwback screen set up to Jones, who's able to get through a little bit of traffic. But, man, that takes time to develop and gives the defense a chance to react.
Yeah, a lot of time. And DeAndre Baker, the corner on the backside, does a great job of staying home. He's out of your picture to the right, but he's going to just slow this thing down enough, eat up one of the blocks to allow Bryce Thompson and everybody else, Josh Proctor, to come in and make the tackle to keep that from being a big play.
All of that for 2 yards.
Yeah. Yep. You're going to see a lot of misdirection stuff, though. Arlington's trying to manufacture yards without a run game any way possible.
2nd and 8. This is Jones. And Jones struggles to move ahead by 1.5 yards. Blake Williams is the defensive coordinator for DC.
Bear Mike 3 Sky. Bear Mike pick 3 Sky. Tell him Bear Mike pick 3 Sky. Bear Mike pick 3 Sky. Bear Mike pick 3 Sky. No, 9, you're still.
That Bear front plus the extra backer, but they get the ball out and get it complete for a first down to Isaiah Winstead.
And you heard cover 3 in that play call. from Blake Williams. Normally these corners are pressed in tight man coverage. It's their philosophy. It's who they want to be. That time they're pressed and they bail off, so that out route wide open. Really good timing from Luis Perez finding Isaiah Winstead. And it does look like he held on to that one. Yep.
Winstead, who spent time with the 49ers and the Jets in training camp and then practice squad, with a 9-yard reception for the first down. Play action orbit motion again. Perez takes a shot downfield as he's able to connect to Deontay Burnett. Great reception on the sideline by Burnett.
And such a good throw. You've heard broadcasters say quarterbacks, when they layer the ball, that's what layering the ball is. You have two different defenders, Kelvin Joseph, Bryce Thompson, underneath. That ball has got to get up and over. Great job by Luis Perez.
21-yard reception by Burnett off a nice throw by Perez. And a little miscommunication. The whistles blow. And the officials will clean this up.
Tuition mechanics.
Guys, I think DC wants to have this challenge. They don't feel like the second foot came down. Let's reset to 15 on the play clock. 15.
They don't feel like the Burnett second foot
Please
came
reset
down on
the
the
play
preceding
clock to
catch, you're
15
saying.
seconds.
Yeah.
1-5.
Well, listen, they should. It's a 21-yard game for a first down.
No doubt.
Let's see if there is a challenge from Shannon Harris.
Remember, early in the game, if you lose that, you lose your challenge for the rest of the game. You have to be 1,000% sure challenging something early in the game if it's not a big-time scoring, change of momentum type play.
Even if you are 100% sure, you still have to assess the cost-benefit analysis. Is it worth it at this juncture this early? And flag comes in. There was some movement.
71. False start. Offense number 71. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And great audio there. We heard Luis Perez right here. He thinks that DC was screaming out a snap count, simulating a snap count, which triggered the false start from the offensive line.
363 hog, X stop. 363 hog, hog. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Hog, hog. 363 hog. You gotta check sit. You gotta check sit. Here we go. Sit up, lady.
First and 15 after the penalty. Back shoulder this time to Burnett, as he will bring it in at about the 33, 34-yard line.
And nobody throws that ball better than Luis Perez. I mean, he had like 4 or 5 of them last week to Tyler Vaughns. That is a tough throw to get it down and outside. Really great timing and accuracy there as you got a receiver running away from you. You got to put it right on his back hip.
Stay, 62. Hey, let's go up.
Second and 6. Edge pressure. And he's unable to survive the end of that play as the ball came out. DC says they have it. And they do. It is a fumble recovery by Joe Wallace.
Yeah, and it was Derek Roberson initially working on left tackle Ricky Lee. Roberson, 5.5 sacks, having a monster year. Definitely in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Coming off the edge with the speed rush. And then Fisher from the right side. Watch the initial rush right here. And then it's going to be Fisher that finishes it off. But that first pass rush, Luis Perez got to step up right into pressure, right into Fisher's lap, and does a great job of not just holding the quarterback, but ripping the ball out.
So a turnover in the hands of Washington. DC defenders are up 9-3. Presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC station.
Back here in D.C., 9-3 D.C. with just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here with Malik Fisher, been wreaking havoc defensively. It seems like you guys have a nice beat on the snap count and what you're seeing. What are the tells that you're seeing that are giving you that extra step?
Well, all week, all season, we just practice getting off, making sure we keyed the ball, make sure our eyes are good. And when we come in the game, we're not really listening for the snap count, but there's a lot of other things that we're looking at with the ball and everything.
This team in the offensive line that you're facing right now seems a little antsy. They've had some false starts, have some jitters. Is it time to really start heating them up with some pressure?
Oh, yeah, that's what we're here for. We got the home crowd. They're making some noise, and we just want to get them rattled and get them behind the sticks and just keep them trying.
All right, brother, keep it up.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yeah, that home crowd's been making a lot of noise based on what they've seen early on. Willie Taylor with the TFL against Deion Jackson. Jackson, who had the 57-yard touchdown run earlier.
Was that just the third play from DC so far in this game?
Yes. 15 plays for Arlington, 3 for DC, and a 9-3 lead for DC on just their third play of the game right there.
Chris, ready, go.
2nd and 11. Jackson with another good run. It was interesting to hear Jordan Ta'amu to remind Chris Rowland you need to go jet motion here to create that.
0-1, empty left, 51, F Miami whip, empty left, 51, F Miami whip.
So Miami is a mesh concept for them. So I think they're going to have Chris Rowland coming in and then working back out over the ball.
Ready, go.
On 3rd down, there is that whip route, but he goes in the other direction to Jaden Mickens.
They had a great natural rub route. If he would have picked Chris Rowland inside, I think he would have picked up that first down easily.
So instead, the punt team will come on the field, and that means it's Paxton Brooks, who was an excellent punter playing SEC football in college at Tennessee. Jaden Price is the return man for Arlington. Fair catch at around the 15-yard line. Well, what about next week in the UFL, you ask, as we funnel our way to the postseason? Get started Friday night as the Battlehawks will be in action against the Brahmas. These Renegades will be on ABC Saturday at noon. Panthers and Stallions is 3 p.m. on ABC, and it wraps up with the Defenders against Houston at 4 p.m. on Sunday. Remember, Michigan and Birmingham have locked up playoff spots. We'll see who's 1-2 in the USFL standings. And then if DC wins today, they have guaranteed themselves a spot in the postseason. Arlington must win here to stay alive. Perez on 1st down. Gets it out quickly and gets it to Winstead. And Winstead makes his way to the 22.
And that's just who this Arlington team has to be right now. Remember, Kalen Balaj is one of the best running backs in the entire UFL. Injured 2 weeks ago. He's on the IR. He only rushed for 32 yards last week. They're more of a spread things out for Luis and let him play point guard with 5 receivers out in routes.
Bob Stoops was mentioning Kalen Balaj. Well, he had shoulder surgery on Thursday of this week. That ball is incomplete. There's no flag that comes in as Tyler Vaughns was covered by Ojemudia.
Yeah, this is the 3rd time they've tried a back shoulder to Tyler Vaughns. It's been a different guy in coverage every single time. Ojemudia there before it was Kelvin Joseph and DeAndre Baker. Coverage on the outside has been really good early from DC.
3rd down and 3.
Just heard hitches, so should see against press coverage, those turn into vertical routes, go routes.
Perez on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot, but it's beyond an open Day Hunter.
Watch Day Hunter hesitate just a little bit. I mentioned hitches. He's kind of in between that. Do I stop or do I go? A little hesitation right here is kind of why that ball ends up being overthrown. If he comes out of that hesitation full speed, that's probably a catch and a touchdown. Instead, just a couple yards overthrown from Perez.
Yeah, matched up against a linebacker easily. So Marquette King comes out. Remember, he had a 56-yard punt to open up the game. That return was fumbled. Jaden Mickens is now the punt return man for DC. As it's a wobbler umbrella style punt from King, and the return tackled at the 36. What's going on, Sam?
Well, I'm down here with Deebo Samuel. Deebo, a new Washington Commander, but you're actually here for a different reason. Why are you here at this game?
I came to see my young bull Zay play today, man.
So your young boy Isaiah Winstead, so y'all play together in San Francisco. What is it about him that makes him unique?
I mean, you know, his size for sure. People don't look at how well he run routes at that size, but I've been watching him since, you know, he left ECU and came out there to San Fran, and he's been doing a really good job.
And we've talked about the friendships and relationships in the NFL. You're coming out to a UFL game to watch one of your young bulls. What does that say about the relationships that y'all have?
Man, it's just smooth, man. You know, ever since I met Zay, been a cool stand-up guy. You know, I wasn't too far. He had hit me and told me to come to the game, so I pulled up on him.
Appreciate it, Deebo.
So.
Here we go, here we go.
It's Isaiah Winstead, the wide receiver for Arlington, who's a good friend of Deebo Samuel, the NFL star, who's now playing right here in Washington, D.C. To Amu, looks right, doesn't have an option, has to run it, and fortunately for him at the last second, he just slid down as Charlie Thomas, the former Georgia Bulldog, was coming in like a missile.
Yeah, trying to throw the ball to the right, nothing there. This is a part of Ta'amu's game that he's gotten much smarter in. It is protecting himself from those big hits. Really banged up last year, so they went away from a lot of the quarterback runs. He's done a good job of getting down when he needs to.
Here we go. Hey, easy. Hey, lady. Ready? Take go.
2nd and 8. Abram Smith straight ahead as he moves the pile ahead just beyond the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from there.
Here we go. Hey, bunch right close. Zach, red, Z-Mess. Ready. Here we go.
Z-Mess, so should get some of those crossing routes over the ball, trying to get a rub route. Little motion to tell you if it's man, it is man, so these guys will stay on the run.
3rd and 5 to Amu. And here is Chris rolling in space, and that's dangerous. A chunk play for DC, and they're in prime position again.
I said rub routes, right? You want these routes and defenders to run into somebody, and actually an Arlington defender is going to try to work his way through those two routes as Roland comes from the left side, and watch the two Arlington defenders run into each other. That's beautiful if you're the DC offense, drawing it up. Exactly what you want.
31-yard reception for Roland, and Jordan Ta'amu pulls it. And it was a smart move as he glides his way inside the 20-yard line.
And this is when the offense is dangerous. When they pick up a positive play, they get into tempo, they can get into that RPO zone read, quarterback read game. Ta'amu excels in that.
Well, it also puts the defense on their heels, Jordan, because all he's got to do is pull it once, and now all of a sudden you're worried about quarterback run on every snap.
Well, there's the guy that has to worry the most, Marvin Sanders, the defensive coordinator for Arlington.
Saw him get knocked back.
2nd and 1. Look at Smith. Flag comes down. We'll see if this stands.
A hold, number 51. Holding, 51.
Holding. Offense, number 51. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, 2nd down.
Yeah, it's going to be Maedi, the center. But watch the backside defensive end. Watch this defensive end. This is what the zone read does. Watch how much he hesitates. He should be able to make that play on Abram Smith from the backside, but because he's worried about the quarterback run, he stays home. Without the holding call, it's a big run. You see the holding right there in your screen. But just like Luke's was saying, as soon as you show the quarterback running once, now that backside has to be really careful, and then these runs start to get north and south with seams.
Just 7 seconds left in this first quarter.
Double. Ready, to go.
2nd and 7. Play action. Ta'amu sets up the screen to Bresnahan. Bresnahan gets free. And it'll be 1st and goal DC to start the 2nd quarter. Big play by Ben Bresnahan. It was the 57-yard touchdown run by Deion Jackson and the 3-point conversion that has a 9-3 lead for DC at the end of 1. We got some of the DC Defenders fans trying to add to the beer snake with the old school English judicial wigs right next to a guy like Uncle Sam. And there's Mr. Defender himself. We got great fans here in DC. Evan Diaz, Tom Luganville interviewed earlier today. He's the anchor point for that beer snake. We'll have to check in on him in a little bit. They may add to it if they are able to score here and keep the party going.
They got some work to do, Tess.
They do.
And you know what? I don't like seeing those three magistrates up there with an empty-handed.
Yeah,
you get to work, guys.
You can't wear a costume to a game and not have a beer in it.
They should be double fisting.
Is it a costume, though, or are they actually magistrates?
That's a good point. I don't know.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Here we go.
It's 1st and goal.
Ready, to go.
Here's to Amu with Abram Smith blocking, but he's tackled for a loss. That was Charlie Thomas knifing in.
Oh, Thomas does a great job of reading this, and nobody there. The double teams don't get to it, so he's able to work right across. Tight end's got to try to get north and south, but nobody there.
Go. Have your right. 23 stick. On, ready. Yeah.
It's a loss of 3. Second and goal.
Ready, to go.
Smith straight ahead and straight in. Touchdown, Abram Smith.
Boy, this time, watch the defensive end vacate with the tight end and the linebacker. So 2 guys go with the tight end. Nobody backside to try to squeeze that or cut that run off. You'd love if one of those guys was able to collapse that down and help close that hole. Too many weapons, too many big-bodied tight ends that can catch the ball down around the goal line.
Here we go.
2-point conversion attempt for DC. Tamu with time, back corner of the end zone. That is overthrown. 15-3 is where we stand right now. Aaron Dolan.
Well, guys, right now on ESPN Bet, you can bet Arlington's next drive odds. And so far, we've seen field goal cash. We've also seen other cash, as well as punt came up twice. But the one thing to note here is look at the touchdown of plus 340. That's something that really stands out to me because they've only had 2 touchdowns through their last 29 drives. So, again, you can bet this right now. It is alive and available on ESPN Bet.
And with a 12-point margin, of course, Arlington would love for that, to have a touchdown on this next drive. As right now you see Shannon Harris already talking with Tom Luganville. Luke, what's he saying to you right there?
So they thought there was a face mask right there on Abram Smith, and I agree with him. I think there was as he crossed the goal line. So Shannon Harris is saying, I want that call, so we'll go for 3, but we'll have the ball on the 1-yard line. And he saw it, and I just went over to him and said, I think you're right, it was a face mask.
Well, that's what happened on their first touchdown. There was a penalty that moved the ball closer, and they were able to convert for 3 points. Deion Jackson scored all 9 points in that moment. 15-3 with both running backs having scored touchdowns.
Tess, how great is this? I just walk right up to the head coach, you know.
It's
just start talking to him.
Oh, it's honestly the best serve the fan football broadcast there is. Give credit to the UFL with really the common sense leadership decisions of do what is best to serve the fan and serve the broadcast. Jaden Price on the return as he hesitated with that live ball bouncing. The coverage unit able to get down there in time. We got the series finale on Sunday Night Baseball between the Mets and the Yankees at 7 Eastern on ESPN. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern with baseball tonight, Sunday night countdown. Of course, all New York buzzing, not just about Mets Yankees, but the Knicks advancing in the NBA playoff. Did you see, by the way, the party scene on 34th Street?
I did see that.
That was unbelievable.
They've been waiting a long time.
I mean, it wasn't an NBA Finals, just second round.
Can you imagine if they do advance to the NBA Finals, win an NBA championship? That's going to be bananas.
People on the top of billboards on 8th Avenue.
Well, Knicks fans, one of the more tortured fan bases,
I would say,
over the last few decades. Letting off some steam.
It's number 55, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Your boy Timothy Chalamet was in the midst of that.
Is that my boy?
Yeah, that's your boy. He was. You didn't watch the Dylan flick?
I didn't actually.
Oh, it's a great biopic, dude.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke's back me up on that.
Pretty good, and I'm not even a Dylan fan. I thought it was fantastic.
1st and 15 after the penalty. Perez able to get it to the big tight end. As Canella and flag is down, we'll check on that.
I've got
Back at the line of scrimmage.
defensive pass interference, number 9. It'll be declined.
Oh, they caught the ball?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Pass interference, defense, number 9. That penalty is declined. Result of the play. First down.
Watch Day Hunter. This is what you got to do as a running back. Just get in the way sometimes. He's going to get run over by Maxwell. I always used to hear, though, as a running back or on special teams, just get run over slowly.
Right. Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Yeah. It's okay if you get run over. Just make it happen slow so the quarterback or punter or kicker can actually get the ball out.
And a challenge flag comes in.
Challenging at the left tackle left early. Okay. Committed a false start by leaving early.
This is what we were talking about earlier. This is dangerous because look at where they are on the field. That was not a big play.
Correct.
We're going to watch here. It does look like Ricky Lee's got a little bit of a head start. Just listening to Mike as he kind of works through the replays here.
Okay, I want to look at feet now. I want to see at regular speed, how the officials have to see at regular speed. Watch the center of the ball. Look how quick that is. Regular speed makes it look really different. It's really close in real time. That's not one that we want called. It's too close. So we're going to deny the challenge. So it's going to be deny the challenge, Cole. So it's going to be the setup of the next play.
Right. It's Mike Pereira in the Verizon Command Center.
There was no false start in the play. DC has lost its challenge for the game and is charged a timeout.
You know, it's interesting also when you listen to Mike Pereira or sometimes Dean Blandinos of the commentary they'll give of, yeah, it's close. That's just not something we want to start getting into, right? We don't want to be calling that the micromanagement.
Yeah, we got great slow-mo cameras. You could go frame by frame, and was he a millisecond? That's why I love what he said. Let's watch it full speed like the officials would have to if it's not blatant and obvious. But that's why you don't challenge on a 16-yard gain. They're not even in plus territory. Not a scoring possession. Now you don't have a challenge for the rest of the game in what may end up being a really close game.
First down with Hunter as Hunter is leg tackled at the 34-yard line, dragging the man Anthony Hines.
And unless it's a 70-yard touchdown, I just don't think there's really anything that merits
possession, a third down that
merits a close challenge in the first half. It's just, you have to be so sure. And even then, you never know.
Perez has completed 7 of his last 9. Here he is on 2nd and 3. As the RPO goes to Peyton. There's a lot of option in that play.
Yeah, the option they don't really want, though, is Perez end up running that. I mean, look, he's not going to beat you with his legs.
If that's Samo on that play, he's 8 yards upfield.
100%, but I love the design. He's still able to flick it out to the perimeter to a guy that's got a little more speed than he does. Poco pylon, post corner. Poco post corner, so it looks like they're going to try to take a shot here with a sail route, which is a deep over route.
Perez with time. Oh, strip sack. Picked up. This is Maxwell. Scoop. Let's wait for where they're marking it as Mintz came in with the strip sack. It was Maxwell who recovered and returned.
Yep, recovered by Arlington for a touchback. Yep.
But the ball came loose at the end, and Arlington may have actually gotten a touchback out of this.
I think that's what it's going to be here, Tess. I'm down here listening into these guys.
You think he recovered and landed out of bounds? I think he recovered. Okay.
Day Hunter, the running back, was tracking the play.
Okay. All right.
This was inches away of being a DC touchdown, and it may be an Arlington first down.
Is a fumble by DC, fumbled into the end zone. Though the ball was possessed by the Arlington player, he landed out of bounds without establishing himself. By rule, the ball is returned to the 1-yard line, first and goal, DC.
Well, there's a lot to clean up here. We'll get Mike Pereira involved. But let's show you what happened on the scoop and could have been score. Andre Mintz had the strip sack. And then this is the return with Maxwell.
Heads-up play by Day Hunter to run that down from behind. You're going to see he grabs the ball.
Well, what about that forearm?
Yeah, a couple elbows almost landed in there. His feet were up in the air, so I see that not establishing.
Left foot, right. We're looking at feet first, Cole. We just want to take a look at feet first. Give me that other shot that you have. Okay. Okay, he needs to get the forearm. It looks like that the forearm, he's got to get more than the hand down. He's got to get the wrist more than the wrist. He's got to get that forearm down, part of the forearm. It's really close. I can't tell if that does come in bounds. Okay, we're going to go. And the result of the play was ruled fumble forward and out of bounds. We're going to stay with the result of the play. We're going to go back, and it's the 1-yard line where they put it. You go back to the spot of the fumble. The ruling of the field's going to stand, and it was clearly a fumble initially.
Okay, I think Arlington is challenging for something different.
Arlington is challenging for something different.
So, Coach, the ruling on the field stands. It's going to be first and goal DC. But are you?
He fumbled through the end zone.
No. It's a UFL rule. It's a UFL rule that if you fumble into the end zone, out of bounds.
What's that?
I understand, Coach.
And 21 wasn't held.
No, I'm saying that's why I was asking you if there's another aspect you want to challenge. Okay.
I said 21. Our receiver, number 21, was held.
Was held during the original when.
Yes, before the fumble. Before the fumble.
21 was held.
Our 21, yes.
So what Bob Stoops is trying to do
stands. However, Arlington is challenging that during the original play when their quarterback still had possession of the ball, number 21 for Arlington was held for defensive holding.
What he's trying to do is come up with a challenge that will negate the whole thing.
And you can hear some colorful language, or maybe you didn't, but fumbling through normally means you don't get the ball back. Correct. At the one. If you fumble through the end zone.
But what they're doing here is challenging even prior to that, so he can negate the whole thing and say, hey, none of this matters because we have a defensive holding.
And they think there's going to be a hold on Deontay Burnett just around almost around the oblique there with the left arm from Ojameda.
Did a passing motion yet. But there's no passing motion. And here comes another look. Okay, and you can see he clearly does hook him there. Makes no difference at that point where he's looking, the quarterback. He's going to win the challenge. It is a hold. It is a hold before the pass is thrown. And since he takes that step away at the 50, I got more going on this play than I've had all year long, for God's sakes.
Mike Pereira just summed it up. I mean, this play has been analyzed every which way. This thing is like a CSI episode, just breaking it down with forensic studies, every aspect of this play.
Wow, you saw a little smirk on Bob Stoops' face. Finally going to get one of these challenges to go in his favor.
After review, it is defensive holding, 5-yard penalty, automatic first. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Arlington rechanged their challenge and has not charged a timeout.
Tess, this is like when I sit at a blackjack table and I get an ace down and a couple of lower numbers. I'm like, I don't know what we're at anymore. Just tell me if I won or lost. Like, just I don't know what just happened, but who's got the ball?
Yeah, you're always doubling down. Hey, Mike Pereira. I mean, you had to get to work right there, Mike Pereira. Man, oh, man.
Man, I mean, I didn't know what I was doing there for a while. What? Defensive holding? I mean, where was that guy? I'm trying to see if a guy recovered the ball in the end zone, and then I come up with a defensive holding. But it was a heck of a challenge, that's for sure, because it was a hook and a restriction.
Here's your first down as Perez gets it to Hunter. And Hunter makes the first man miss and gets out to midfield. And give credit, Sam, give credit to Bob Stoops. Because of that, they retain possession.
Coach, we're giving a lot of credit to you. How'd you come up with the idea of challenging that play at that time?
Well, Deontay Burnett, our number 21, told me, Coach, if they don't overturn this, I was held before the play or before the fumble. So I trusted them, threw the flag, and fortunately they ruled it that way.
Did you go back and watch anything, or was it just trust?
Mostly trust.
Thanks, Coach.
Man, that's awesome by Burnett as Hunter is tackled on second down. So Burnett, Jordan, says to Coach, listen, I was held, so he had that in his back pocket. After everything we did down at the end zone, Burnett just comes up and says, I was held. Well, none of this is going to matter.
And that's great trust from Bob Stoops, because being a former quarterback, receivers tend to embellish a little bit. You know, they're always open. I got held. That was PI, you know, but
I'm wide open.
Yeah, it's a great job of Deontay Burnett just saying, hey, look, he hooked me. So really heads up on him to understand the rules. You can challenge any aspect of any play, and a great job of Arlington getting the ball back.
3rd down and 2. Perez, A-gap pressure gets picked up, dumping it out of the backfield to Hunter. Hunter turns the corner, will have the first down and more. So here's Arlington, where moments ago you thought Devontae Maxwell was a scoop and score. Now they're driving.
And a great little shot from the True Vision chest cam of Day-Day Hunter here, getting out in the flats, turning the corner. Great play call there, great recognition from Perez, because they brought pressure at the A-gaps, which means you're going to have the linebackers out leveraged with the running back.
9-yard reception by Hunter. Play action, Perez, pocket collapsing, but wide open is Canella. And the big tight end is down inside the 25-yard line. And man, how things have turned around for the Renegades.
Watch this throw from Luis Perez with Derek Roberson all over him. Roberson is unblockable on the left side. I mean, he's the one that caused the initial fumble on that crazy play we just had, hitting Luis Perez. Ricky Lee has not been able to block Roberson all game, but a great job of Perez with an arm around him, just getting that ball to Sal Canella somehow.
17-yard reception for Canella.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're good.
There's no snap. We played that.
We're good.
Volker Nipples, our referee.
No, we're good, we're good. Same thing, 52. Hurry up. Get set, let's go. Hey, get ready to get set. Let's go. Here we go. Turn, sit up.
Perez to the end zone. Tyler Vaughn's touchdown, Arlington.
What a catch by Vaughns. 4 times the charm. Guy that had 9 catches for 127 yards and a touchdown last week, his breakout game. They were 0 for 3 targeting him so far in the game. This time, instead of a back shoulder, throw it up. Little air and allows Tyler Vaughns to go up and grab that one. Ojemudia didn't have vision on the ball at all.
Luis Perez has hit 6 in a row. 12 of his last 14 have been completed.
Let's go.
2-point conversion attempt. Perez back of the end zone, and again goes to Tyler Vaughn's. And What a swing.
2 feet down, first possession, second act, knock the ball out. Try is good.
As you hear them instantly say, the try is good. DC looked like they were going to have a scoop and score. They went through multiple reviews. Arlington keeps the ball and does this. It's 15-11. The UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. Thank you.
So I'm here with Tyler Vaughn's TV. What happened on that last series for you to get open the way you did?
We had a zero blitz right there, so I knew I was kind of hot. I had a double move, so I kind of rushed the move itself, so we could just get in a position to where we had a jump ball. And we had a jump ball. I knew it was like an 80-20 ball for me.
So 50, not 50-50, 80-20. What does that mean?
80-20 meaning I have an 80% chance. He have a 20% chance. The 20% chance is that the ball was bad. I don't even leave it up to the DB.
That's pretty like 100%.
Yeah.
And then on the 2-point conversion, what'd you see there?
They went to man again right there. I had my man. I had a out in basically a nod route. Sold the out, came back in. He was still over there, so it was open for me.
And any message for your family back home?
Man, I love y'all. I miss y'all to death. Y'all know that. John, keep doing your thing, bro.
Appreciate it, TV.
Yes, sir.
Tyler Vaughn's had a huge career at USC, over 2,800 yards.
By rule, the ball is placed at the 40-yard line.
On to the 40.
In celebration of the UFL's Pizza Party weekend, UFL's given away 100 pizza parties this weekend to fans at home and in the stadium. You can scan the QR code on the screen for your chance to win. Why don't you scan that code and see if we get a pizza up here for halftime?
Yeah, can we get one run up here?
That's nice for the fans here in DC. This is one of the great fan atmospheres in the UFL.
What do you mean pizza up there? I'm the one burning calories.
Yeah, we just bring it over to Tom and Sam.
Y'all got pizza. Y'all like throw it.
Hey, by the way,
y'all throw a box.
There you guys earned pizza. We will show the fans a little later on how you earned your pizza today with your athletic prowess before we went on the air. Here is Jordan Ta'amu, and high out of the backfield looking for Deion Jackson.
Yeah, that one looks head scratching, but what you don't realize is the defensive end and the left tackle were right in the way of Ta'amu, so he's got to try to get that up and down. As offensive coordinator Fred Keyes tries to gather this offense and get that momentum back that was lost on the crazy sequences of plays just a second ago.
Hey, 24 dart. Here we go, 24 dart. Here we go. Ready. Take go.
Second and 10 as Ta'amu pulls, and it was a smart move to do so as he goes ahead for over 11 yards and a first down.
Yeah, this time Will Clark on the backside. He's going to try to slow play this, but just gives a little too much green grass to Ta'amu. He's going to take that every time.
Following the puller, and all of a sudden it left a big hole.
37 neutral. Alert 46. Hey, alert 24 dart. Alert 24 dart. We're good. Ready? Take go.
First and 10. They go with Roland on the jet action. And this time it's well pursued down the line by that entire front, including the corner coming up to play.
Right, 10 personnel. Flex Chris, right. Flex Chris, right. Philly red, Z cross, X post. Philly red, Z cross, X post.
Hey, flex back Chris. Philly red. Hey, Z cross.
So 10 personnel, meaning one running back, 4 wide receivers. Philly is their code word for play action pass. So you're going to get a play action pass here, trying to hit the Z crosser or something over the top.
Hey, kick out the 20. Watch 20. Out there. Ready. Take go.
Second and 9. Ta'amu as sneaking out of the backfield is Jackson. Jackson cuts back, splits defenders, and makes his way down to the 20-yard line for a big chunk play and a first down.
It's a great job by Ta'amu of knowing that when this safety starts to get on top of this guy, it means this guy's going to come on a blitz. So he was pointing out there to get his right tackle, Gunnar Britton, to slide out that way, pick up the nickel pressure, knowing now I can go opposite to that safety rotation and nobody's backside. That's a great job by a veteran quarterback of solving the problem pre-snap.
27 yards from Deion Jackson.
Ready? Take go.
Jackson will take the carry, and Jackson, with an extra surge, gets inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, DC.
We always called that capping the nickel. When the safety caps the nickel, you got to be ready for pressure, and you want to throw away from it. So really cool insight watching the quarterback do solve those problems, change protection pre-snap.
I know. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Roger, ready? Here we go. Here we go.
Got a bunch formation to the top here on 1st and goal. Speedy Chris Rowland is out there, but they're going to give it inside, and torn down right away by Willie Taylor was Jackson. Willie Taylor with a nice play.
And this time they brought an extra linebacker to account for Jordan Ta'amu running the football. So Taylor was on the running back. Outside linebacker, nickelback was on the quarterback. They're going to say, hey, we're not going to let Ta'amu just get these easy pulls, 6-7 yard runs.
Marvin Sanders, the defensive coordinator for Arlington. Smith trying to test that left side. The 3rd and goal from just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's get it right here, coach. Let's go. Ace left, 38 race, Minnesota. 38 race, Minnesota.
Ace left, 38 race, Minnesota. Come on, ready. Go all the way across. All right, come on, Chris, come on. Here we go. Hey, get out.
Heard him say, come on, Chris, let's go. Here is Chris Rowland. Throw back to Ta'amu. Blocker in front. Ta'amu reaching out and scoring. What a play by DC. Chris Rowland to his quarterback, Jordan Ta'amu.
Boy, and watch Ta'amu slow play this. So this motion, Rowland's going to pull the defender out of the way, and then watch Ta'amu just kind of backpedal. What you can't do is sprint out of here. You're going to give it away. So he kind of just backs up casually. You're going to get Yasir Durant as a lead blocker, and then this is just being an athlete. A little hurdle for the touchdown. I think Rowland threw a touchdown pass when we had him earlier in the season, didn't he?
Yeah, Chris Rowland came up big week 2 against Memphis when he threw an option pass in the 4th quarter for a 2-point conversion.
That's what it was.
So he does it again, but this time with a spectacular play. The 9-yard touchdown reception by Jordan Ta'amu as they go for 2. And they come around, reverse it with Mickens. As Mickens couldn't get there. Boy, the play calling, fun to watch. Chris Rowland throws a touchdown. And Ingrid Smith Rowland, his mom, is watching at home. And Ingrid is loving it. Ingrid says, that's my boy. He just threw a touchdown pass.
I give you everything you need.
Back here in D.C. with Chris Rowland. Now, when we talk about access here in the UFL, this is access. We've got your mom there, Ingrid Smith Rowland. We've got your dad there. And then where's Lola? Where's the dog? Everybody's talking about the dog.
I don't know where she's at, but that's my pride and joy. Lola, wherever she's at, she's probably somewhere going crazy because they hear my parents screaming. But if anybody knows me, they know I love my dog.
Now, Coach Harris came over and said, well, you finally got it right. You told him, I might screw it up all week, but we get it right. Was it a tough week practicing that play?
Always. I mean, your defense knows you. You don't get it right throughout the week, and you know, if you don't do it right, the coach is not sure if he wants to call it. But I always tell Coach, hey, when it's time, I'll get it right. And sure enough, we got it right there, and it resulted in 6 for our MVP frontrunner, Jordan Ta'amu.
Look at Lola right there. Lola's already getting a 2-point sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that's my little mama. I can't wait to see you. 2 more months.
Man, hey, good luck. Have fun today.
Thank you. Love you guys. Love you.
That is Labradoodle Lola back home in Tennessee watching Chris Rowland. His mom's reaction was incredible. Ingrid Smith Rowland watching her son throw a touchdown pass, and Lola getting some ABC airtime. Jagger's very jealous right now.
Oh, Jagger and Jackson would be all over it. My 2 dogs at home. But I'll tell you what, it is such a true sentiment that trick plays never work in practice. And the ones that do work never work in the games. The ones that never work in practice are the ones that always work. I used to have to fight my coach because we'd have 3 or 4 times we try to do it, never works. Our defense is being lazy. I'm like, no, just run it. It's going to work. Don't get rid of it. It'll work. That's the ones you know are good when they never work in practice. I love it.
21-11. As Arlington back out there looking to respond. Perez on first down with time. Wide open, connects with Seth Green. The big tight end back on his feet. And what a play by the 250-pounder Seth Green downfield.
Yeah, so DC's going to roll to kind of a unique cover 2 look. So this safety is going to get way out of the hole, and tight end's just going to be on the bender route, replacing him right down the middle of the field. It's what you want in cover 2. So they took a 1 high safety to 1 high to one side, and the corner backside was the other cover 2 safety, left a wide open hole down the middle.
48-yard reception by Seth Green. Perez tried to hook up underneath with Green again. Perez with 197 yards passing with still over 4 minutes to go until halftime. Second and 10. Perez, back shoulder, and that's incomplete as he was trying to get it to Deontay Burnett.
Well, again, one of those back shoulder throws that was in the only spot his receiver had a chance.
Kelvin Joseph, the defensive back, was there. He was a second-round pick in the NFL draft by the Dallas Cowboys.
Right, F move, 63.
Play clock counting down. That's why he says hurry up, gotta go. 3rd down and 10. Perez had a double clutch that, and that completion is to the 21 to Sal Cannella, but it's going to be 4th down and short. Let's listen in to Bob Stoops.
I'll take one. Timeout. Yeah.
Love that. Don't make a rash decision. You got 3 timeouts, only 2.5 left, or 2 minutes and 52 seconds left. Still have the 2-minute timeout, so just think about it. Get the best play. Don't rush to be emotional and grab something too quick off the play sheet. Talk about it. See what the defense have been in and get in a perfect play on what is probably the biggest play of the game so far.
It's interesting to talk about what the biggest play of the game is so far. Obviously a 4th and 1 in a first half that has had wild plays. Deontay Burnett with the challenge. We thought we had a scoop and score. We had the trick play moments ago with DC, with Roland going back to his quarterback, Ta'amo. This has been a wildly entertaining first half.
Huge swings. Think about the sacked fumble that got down to the 1-yard line. That could have been DC up 21 or 23 to 3.
Yes.
With complete control over this game. Instead, the challenge gives Arlington the ball back. Couple big plays. Now Arlington is a 4th down conversion away from making this a really close ball game before half.
You had the discussion earlier about knowing when to use your challenges and how to use your challenges. It played well for Arlington there. Here's a 4th and 1. 4th down and a long one for Arlington. Perez gets it complete as Burnett takes a big hit but secures it as Josh Proctor was there defensively. But a 4th down conversion. 1st down Arlington.
You got a blown coverage. You're going to get Anthony Hines and Kelvin Joseph both going with the going with the running back here and leaving Burnett wide open. That's such a good job of strong hands because that's a big time hit right as he pulls that in. Great job holding on.
1st and goal. Jones straight ahead as he works his way to the 5-yard line.
And this is where they've struggled without Kalen Ballage is in the red zone. Last week, I think they were 0 for 4 or 5 on their first handful of trips into the red zone because they couldn't run the football. So here from the 5-yard line and a timeout. Let's see what they draw up, as it's a 10-point game here at the 2-minute warning, and Arlington trying to get back in this one.
Boy, what a fun day here, right here on ABC, because as soon as we wrap up with this UFL action in D.C., it is Game 7. Thunder and Nuggets. Countdown crew will get us started immediately after our game.
Yeah, Brian Windhorst talking about the Thunder's inability to score late in games, kind of succumbing to some of the pressure. So let's see how it goes with Jokic and the Nuggets. Game 7, not more pressure than that. Got to score late in games when the pressure is turned to a 10.
I typically turn to Jeff Calhoun, of course, great basketball mind, son of one of the greatest coaches of all time in our booth, for our basketball analysis. But you're listening to Windy, you do.
I got my ears up, you know. I dabble.
Second and goal for Arlington. Perez to the end zone. It was high but caught. Tyler Vaughn's got that one hand up and brought it down. Oh, what a play.
Are you kidding?
TV, what you thinking about right now?
Mama, I love you. You know that.
Watch this by Vaughns.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. Look at this coming over the middle. Great job from Perez of buying a little bit of time. And this is a ball you throw at the crossbar, and you just hope your guy's able to go up and get it with one hand. Are you kidding? Look at the stretch. OBJ who? Wow.
Tyler Vaughn's coming off an incredible game last week when he had 9 catches for 127, and then does that. This the conversion, and it comes up short. The former USC Trojan star. He is putting on a show today. Tyler Vaughn's 2 touchdowns in this first half.
Yeah, they call him TV. He is made for TV. He called those jump balls usually 50-50, 80-20. And that time needing just one hand to go up and get that one.
Tyler Vaughn's, you said it was 80-20 balls. What was that ball over there?
100%.
80%. Come on. You talked about the USC connections, all the guys on your team. What does greatness look like for you?
Achieving every field of human endeavor. Anything I do, I got to be great at it.
How do you be great at it? How do people do what you did out there?
Pray and meditate. Thank God for your accomplishments. That's it.
And then last thing, you talked about Mama, I love you. Real quick message to your mom. What do you want to tell her?
Mira, I miss you, girl. Ooh, I miss you. You know that. I'll see you later, though.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Kickoff fielded at the 13-yard line by Mickens. Good coverage by Arlington. As Arlington, I still reflect in this first half. We almost had a scoop and score for D.C. That would have just changed the complete tone of this first half and how Arlington was approaching things. It was challenged. The challenge was accepted. Arlington got the ball back. And now 2 times they've come down the field and gone to Vaughn's, and it's just a 4-point margin.
I love Vaughn saying, how do you do that? Well, prayer and meditation. Yeah, in a lot of hours on the jugs machine.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you don't have mitts like that to be able to pull out a one-handed catch at full extension if you're not working on your craft. That dude is talented.
And remember the stakes here. Arlington has to win today to stay alive for the postseason. D.C. wins today, and they know they are in. To Amu downfield as he gets the strike to Cornell Powell, the former Clemson wide receiver.
And just the 6th pass attempt for Ta'amu, and the first time they've really pushed the ball downfield, which is a staple of this offense. Great location on the back shoulder to Cornell Powell on that one from Ta'amu.
Powell, who played for Dabo Swinney for 5 years, 5 ACC championships, 2 college football playoff national championships. Jackson can't go anywhere. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
We're not done yet. We got a minute and a half. I feel like there's a lot of football left in this first half.
I agree, Jordan.
Let's go. Texas right. Philly red. All go. Wide under. All ready.
So Philly, that key word for play action, all go Y under. So you're going to get everybody on vertical routes, and this tight end trying to get the easy completion on the run.
Incomplete as he was looking for Bresnahan.
It's exactly what they wanted. Easy completion, get your guy on the run, but really, really good coverage.
Come here.
And now a big third down, right? I mean, if they run the football and the clock's running, Arlington will probably use a timeout, still have 2 left. The chance to close the gap even more before half.
Third down and 10. Flags come down as Ta'amu is chased back. As he's trying to connect that time to Sanders.
Up, Andy.
Illegal shift. Okay, but we're going to decline it because it's going to go to 4th down, correct? Yeah. Okay.
Illegal shift on the offense. Not all 11 players were at the snap. That penalty will be declined. 4th down.
So the penalties decline, thus forcing the punt team onto the field. And keep in mind, Arlington with 2 timeouts remaining, plus their challenge because they had the successful challenge. And that'll mean that Paxton Brooks is out to punt away. Chris Claybrooks is back to return if he gets the opportunity. Nose down, looking for the pin inside the 10, and the fair catch is right at the 10, leaving 53 seconds in this first half. Sam?
I'm here with Coach Stoops. Coach Stoops, how aggressive are you going to be if this last minute left to half?
From where we're at, not very aggressive.
Even with the momentum going with your team?
Well, if we weren't backed up so far, I would, but not now.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
You always say you're not going to be aggressive, but if the first completion gets you 10 or 15 yards, then you can start to press the envelope a little bit.
I don't want to give them a chance. Yeah, double right revolver. No, I'm sorry, double right tank 5 F bubble. Double right tank 5 F bubble. 1186 in the double right tank 5 F bubble access until ready.
There's Hunter straight ahead. And you heard what Stoops said to Sam, so not unexpected at all.
And DC will get the ball after halftime. So what could have been at one point a 21-3 DC lead, or worse,
depending on the conversion,
now is going to be most likely a 4-point game at half. That's what we expected, though. I mean, this game, the last time these two teams met, was a thriller, went down the wire. Arlington was the one in that game that jumped out to the early lead. They were up 27-15 at halftime in that one just a few weeks ago.
They just want to organize themselves, make sure everything is clean as that play clock was counting down. So they have to use a timeout. Bob Stoops, his 4th season as their coach. Of course, 18 years as a college football head coaching legend. National championship. Be 25 years ago at this point.
Just run it, Charlie.
190 wins in his career at Oklahoma with the Sooners.
No, I got it.
You get the sense he's just been really enjoying his run with Arlington.
Double left, call 2 on turbo. Double left, call 2 on turbo.
The sun is out here in D.C. as things turned around in this second quarter for the Renegades. We look to close out this first half on the ground with Day Hunter. There's the True Vision chest cam on Day Hunter.
We're good.
He's carried the ball 6 times in this first half. As we arrive at halftime, it was a wild first half. Tyler Vaughn's had 2 touchdowns, including the incredible one-hander. Perez was 9 of 11 for 144 yards in the second quarter alone. After this break, we'll get you up to speed on everything happening in the UFL. Glad you're with us, not far from our nation's capital, here at the Buzzard Point section of Washington, D.C. Halftime between Arlington and the D.C. Defenders. Week 8 action in the UFL. By the way, what a thrill has it been this season just to have all the access of the UFL every week.
Oh, I think it's the best part of this league is hearing the coaches talk to the players, hearing the play calls right before a big 3rd or 4th down late in the game. I'm going to be sad going back to regular football broadcasts. Honestly, it's been amazing.
Yeah, and we've already gotten some of that here in the first half here in Washington, D.C. But let's take you back to the best of Week 7, the sights and sounds of the UFL.
It don't matter if he's dribble or not. Hold him. Tell him to come here. I need him to come up. Hey, here we go. Cheesecake. Hey, man, I'm getting old. He knows our calls, though. Yeah. He called it out twice. We just changed it to Bo Jackson, so he'll pick it up again. Go for two. Yeah, go for two.
What, they pan the gloves? They're too sticky? They pan to just chill gloves. They told me just chill.
I seen I had an alley, and I just jumped through it and made a play. That's it.
And when you watched it earlier, you said, I didn't even know I did that.
I didn't even know I did that. I just wanted to get one for my team, man. I let them down on his drop.
Locker yoke, Cleveland Nod. That doesn't work.
Hello? That's what happens when y'all do us wrong. There it is.
Yeah, it was man-to-man on that one. Wait, first thing I got to say, Happy Mother's Day to my mom. I love you.
Ja'Cour Pearson, of course, a happy Mother's Day to his mom a week ago. But I love hearing some of these play calls. Cheesecake. They know we're running Bo Jackson. What would be your play call of choice if you were naming one?
Oh, Final Rose.
See, you... Final Rose on 3. Okay. Listen, let's get to some of the action that's already taken place this weekend. Been a busy weekend of the UFL as we really funnel our way when it comes to the postseason. Michigan at Houston, Danny Etling to Devin Ross. It was 21-12 after the conversion. Michigan at top, and then a defensive touchdown. Kenny Lovely, the 55-yard pick 6, and the Panthers won 30-18. Michigan, of course, is in the midst of a very strong season. One of the great stories we've had so far this year just happened last week. Jamar Smith for Birmingham.
The guy was retired 2 weeks ago. Then a big 47-yard touchdown pass to Cade Johnson. Took the lead 28-22 after getting yelled at by Skip Holtz. And then Jacob Sailors answers back. The short TD run gets him on top 29-28. In the final possession, C.J. Marble fumbles, recovered by St. Louis, and Birmingham thought they had it. St. Louis and their fans happy as they close it out.
St. Louis, there they are again on that run into the postseason. And then Friday night, give credit to Memphis and San Antonio. They've had tough years, but they played with passion and heart into overtime. Memphis successful on their first 2. Remember, best of 3 in overtime. Final chance went for San Antonio as Memphis won it 24-22. Some of the highlights from this weekend as we continue on from here in Washington, D.C., a game that will shape what we know of the postseason. The Washington Monument on a beautiful Sunday. Presentation of the UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. What a great afternoon back here in Washington, D.C. We're at Audi Field, where the home team trying to secure a playoff spot with a 21-17 advantage over Arlington. Joe Tessitore and Jordan Rogers. That was a fun first half.
Did you recover?
It was incredible, wasn't it?
The back and forth. I mean, Arlington had a chance to really be put away in this game. And remember, playoff hopes are still alive for them. They're fighting to keep those hopes alive. They fought back in the second quarter, man. It was fun to watch.
All right, let's bring in Aaron. What's going on with the betting trends today, Aaron?
Well, heading into this game, the public really liked the over as well as the DC defenders. And as for that over, I mean, we've seen a 17-point adjustment so far on this total to 60.5. And then as for the spread, the DC defenders got as high as 11.5-point favorites, but they're currently sitting at -4.5. And the reason for that is because Luis Perez has really kept Arlington in this game. He's 3 completions away from hitting over his prop. He already hit over his passing yards prop, but it's going to be interesting to see how Jordan Ta'amu looks in this second half, as he's only thrown the ball 8 times for the first half.
Yeah, Perez with the 2 touchdowns to Tyler Vaughn's. Our game flow is brought to you by Progressive.
Yeah, this game started with a bang for DC. Deion Jackson taking this one all the way to the house on the second play of the game. And then Arlington answered back. Well, they didn't actually. They were trying to within the sack fumble. Got all the way down to the end zone, to the 1-yard line. The review, though, by Bob Stoops on the holding call. Backside of the play. A little grab by the DC defender. Called that one back. And then Tyler Vaughn's entered the game. Had some trickeration from Fred Kais. Jordan Ta'amu now adding a receiving touchdown to his MVP campaign. Chris Rowland's parents watching from Tennessee, loving it. And then again, Tyler Vaughn's another circus catch.
The Progressive first half stats look this way. As remember, Arlington had all the early plays. DC took advantage with some quick strikes. The rushing yards, a 122-28 advantage for DC. And Tyler Vaughn's with 2 catches, both touchdowns, won the one-hander. Luke's?
Well, over here on the DC sideline, guys, this game doesn't seem as tight as the score would make you believe. I think a couple of things. Number one, run the football if you're DC. Arlington has not had an answer on the ground. They've been able to run the football at will. Run it until they stop it. Defensively, I think that DC's got to change up some of their coverage looks, some of their techniques. They can't continue to have their back to the quarterback with the way Luis Perez is throwing the football on the back shoulder. And then you know what? If you're DC on defense, score. You've created havoc. You've knocked the ball loose. You've put the ball in position to make a big play and put points on the board, and you let it slip away. Make a play where the offense doesn't have to score here in the second half.
And over on the Arlington side, in the locker room, the message was very simple. Defensive coordinator Marvin Sanders says, we played our worst half of football, and it's a 4-point game. He made a few adjustments, specifically on the edges. Defensive ends setting tighter edges, and the defensive tackles being a little bit stronger for some of the zone reads. On the offensive side of the ball, Luis Perez has free reign. Offensive coordinator Chuck Long said, hey, take out the plays you don't like and run the plays that you do. Last but not least, as they left the locker room, the message was simple by Bob Stoops. Finish, finish, finish.
Takes a bounce and fielded by Chris Rowland, and he's immediately tackled at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Acho mentioned it. Finishing is what this Arlington team has struggled to do. A lot of close games. Last 3 losses, all by 6 points or less. Sure would go a long way for the defense to set this offense up with either points or field position. It's going to be a defensive play that's going to get Arlington back in this game if it happens.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Get set, get set. Ready, ready? Say go.
Ta'amu keeps it, and he is up, and the ball came out, and they're whistling it dead as Harris thought he had a scoop and score. Jane Harris was quick onto that ball, but they're going to rule it down.
On the field is down by contact.
He's down.
Marvin Sanders, defensive
reset the play clock here,
Cole. Much
reset
emotion,
the play
obviously. As watch the end of this play, you'll see the down by contact.
Yeah.
By Jordan Ta'amu, and Sanders knew right away.
Yeah, Jane getting in the mix. He leads the UFL with 3 interceptions. He's been a guy that has been able to change the game from the defensive side, and DC likes to push the ball downfield. If he can get his hands on one, go a long way for Arlington.
Ta'amu pulls it and gets the quick strike to Cornell Powell. And Powell back on his feet as he was untouched to pick up extra yardage past midfield.
That's really the first RPO that we've seen hit big for this DC offense. That's normally a staple for them. You get that safety down, trying to add to the run count and throw it on a glance route right behind him. Tamu's so good at those.
Abram Smith, as he has to grind his way just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon here in Washington, D.C. right now.
I'll tell you, Jordan, right there, there's not a single D.C. offensive lineman that blocked anybody on that play.
Yeah, it's usually not good.
Frowned upon.
But you can tell backside of those zone reads, they're being very disciplined. Not biting on the run, keeping eyes on Jordan Ta'amu.
Ready? Go.
Ta'amu just has to burn that one. It'll be 3rd down and 10. All of Ta'amu's completions are 20-plus yards. He's had 5 of them, but he's got 132 yards.
Is that good?
That's good. Yeah. Nice
Not bad.
Downfield.
He's coming to 3.
2 coordinators squaring off here on 3rd and 10.
Hey, get set right there. Get set. Ready? Say go.
Ta'amu, here's another strike downfield, and it's Braylon Sanders. 1st down, defenders. What did we just say about all his completions?
Well, you heard go switch. You're going to see Braylon Sanders start on the inside. He's going to switch with Chris Rowland, get a little bit of a rub play on that vertical route. Defenders get caught up. A great look at it here. He starts inside, gets outside, and goes right by the defender.
36-yard catch by Sanders. Ta'amu overthrows the intended target, the 5'8" Chris Rowland. So Braylon Sanders, Ole Miss to Ole Miss. Couple of rebels, Ta'amu and Sanders connecting to put them in position.
Yeah, he was a big play wide receiver. Led the SEC at Ole Miss with over 22 yards of reception. He's averaging almost 25 right now in the UFL. I remember Miami's that mesh concept, so they're going to get in a bunch. They're going to try to get a natural rub route for Cornell Powell here with a couple rub routes here.
There's Smith turning it upfield and then forced out of bounds by Charlie Thomas.
And on that mesh read, the first read for the quarterback is always the running back in the flats. If they run with him, then that window opens up for the guy coming backside. So that time they left the first read wide open. Good decision by Tom.
Or they can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line. That was the first completion under 20 yards by Tom. It goes for 7 yards, leaves him with a 3rd down and 3.
Ready? Go.
Ta'amu on 3rd down. Rifles it to the back of the end zone. Touchdown to Powell.
It's a great job by Ta'amu. Arlington's going to drop 8. There's 8 defenders that are going to be in coverage, so the windows get really tight, buys some time. And watch this window just open up. As he runs to his left, it widens 2 defenders and leaves that alley for Cornell Powell on the back line. Against drop 8 with that much room or not that much room to work with, a lot of times the quarterback has got to buy time to get the defense out of structure, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here we go. Ready? To go.
Smith on the conversion attempt as he lowers the shoulder and tries to work his way to the goal line, but he's going to come up short as Jamal Carter was there. 27-17. That means if you bet the over, you're cashing in right now. Jordan Ta'amu's 15th passing touchdown of the season. UFL leader coming into the weekend adds to it.
Back here in D.C., got a little bit of a beer snake update. Now, I've been on them hard because they don't want to straighten it out. They don't realize the length and is how straight they keep the beer snake cups. And so they're getting a little lax over the shoulder, and I don't want to hear about how heavy it is. but they're starting to figure out the longer they straighten it up, the farther up it's going to go. I'm betting Tess here probably 3/4 of the way by the time we get into midway of the fourth quarter.
Listen to him. Feed the snake is the chant.
Who chants cups? That's what they're chanting. C-U-P-S, cups, cups, cups.
The DC conductors are the guys who have to go around collecting the cups. They call them the DC conductors. And then your guy, Evan, is that anchor point that holds it all down. But they say if they get to the top, when it's fully finished, it's 5,000 of those 24-ounce cups. 24-ounce, Jordan.
I see a lot of half-full, three-quarter-full cups up there. They better start getting going. The second half is already underway. Got a lot of work to do here in the second, third, fourth quarter.
Here's Stephen Jones on the return. Jones is taken down near the 25-yard line for Arlington. Let's take you back to the best of the wired up from the first half.
Let's go, baby.
Yep, let's get it.
Come on, bro. It's a little late. It's a little late, bro. I know. Come on.
I had the ball. I don't even know what me having the ball do, though.
That was so disrespectful right there. That was so disrespectful. Oh, my goodness. Go for 2. Boom! Let's go!
Shannon Harris and Stoops are fun to listen in on, aren't they?
I love Day-Day Hunter saying, I had the ball. I don't know what that means, but I had it.
Well, here is Day-Day Hunter, and right now he doesn't have much of a gain as he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Dixie left. 350. All pitches. Pitches. No, all the way. 7.
This one for a quarterback, all hitches. Just find your best matchup.
Second and 10. And there is the hitch to the near side. Number 1 receiver Isaiah Winstead on the outside as he's close to the sticks. And it will be a first down for Arlington.
Yeah, find the free access, right? Free access means that corner's playing off. They're giving you grass at the line of scrimmage. Nice, easy throw, and that's their run game, right? They don't have a run game without Kalen Balaj the last couple games. So it's been the quick passing game. It's had to be pick up those 4 or 5 tough yards to get themselves first downs and better third down situations.
Let's go, gotta go.
Hey, I'm with Holt Naylors right now. What's the play call?
Yeah, we got a flea flicker. We heard the UFL fans like the deep ball, so watch this play right here.
All right, here we go. Flea flicker coming. There it is. Back to Perez. Downfield. And gets it to Payton. Let's see if they say he's inbounds.
Perfect timing.
Incomplete.
Boy, ball a little underthrown because of the pressure that Luis Perez was on. Couldn't step into it. Derek Robertson in his grill. Oh, it's close.
I think it's, listen, you can see his legs sliding down inbounds, but it's when he secures the ball. Mike Pereira in the Verizon Command Center, what say you?
I say too close to change. So if it's too close to change, then I'm not going to interrupt the game. I think that foot is very close to being out of bounds, maybe out of bounds when he gets control.
Thank you, Mike. Here comes the challenge flag.
Challenge the catch.
Remember, Arlington does have their challenge.
The ruling on the field is a completed pass.
Now, Mike,
Arlington is challenging that ruling.
Remember, they had a challenge in the first half. That was the amazing sequence, and it was proven true, so they keep their challenge.
Yeah, this one's going to be close.
I mean, it's awfully close. Huh? Looking at that left foot also. The closer, the first thing to hit is, how do you properly say, the butt. The foot comes up. This slow it down through this process right here. This look. Okay. Control there. Back a little bit. Pardon. Okay. He's really good. He's got to lay down. It is really tight, but it actually is a catch. Can I get the yard line? Okay, we're gonna reverse this, Cole. He does get control of the ball, and he does have a body part down before he slides out of bounds. It's at the 36.5-yard line. So we're going to change this and make it a catch at the 36.5-yard line, 1st and 10. And that's a second challenge for Arlington. They will be out of challenges even though they won their second challenge here.
It's just a great catch by Javante Payton. And they were looking at the right knee because the foot,
the ball will be placed at the 36.5-yard line, 1st and 10.
Right, the knees down.
Arlington
that
is out of challenges
right foot,
because of their second challenge.
Secures the catch, the former Vol with the big play. And that's flipping field position, right? It wasn't a huge gain, but now you're on plus side territory, a little momentum. And this being a 2-score game right now, this is a huge drive for Arlington.
Sam? All right, Holden, what we got on this play?
Well, Sam, I'm going to be honest with you. He just told Luis out there before it, so I have no clue what we're running right now.
What would you run if it was you calling?
Deep ball, baby. Keep throwing it deep. Let's go.
I like this guy.
I like Holton's honesty. Here's Perez. And that is incomplete. It was short of Payton having to trail into the inside. Let's go back to the backup quarterback.
So you see,
Sam.
Say it again.
We threw it deep. I didn't call it, but you were thinking the same thing. Great minds think alike.
All right, so with this play call, just talk us through what you hear and then what you're seeing from Luis also.
Okay. We're going empty. Leo hitches. So we're going to have 3 slants, and then we're going to have hitches on the backside. The hitches convert versus press man. So we'll see. Hopefully there's a press man. We'll either hit a slant or hit a go ball.
If it's press man, so what, as you see it, what do you think that should be done?
If it's press man, throw to TV. He's had a heck of a day, heck of the last 2 weeks. So we'll see here. They go a lot of, like I said, they're blitzing here. I think he just changed the protection. They go cover 0 here.
And Sal Cannell drops it.
Say it one more time.
It was a good check right there. I mean, they dropped in and tried to go cover 0. Waiting for the slant, just didn't get it in.
Dixie Wright,
so give us this next play as well.
Viper, 5, Dixie Wright, 5-0, F. Hank Viper.
50 Hank Viper here. So we're going empty again, 5-man protection. And then we're going Viper on one side, which is all go, and then Hank on the other side, the typical just curl flat concept.
And what do you look for as this play is developing?
Man coverage, you're going to the Viper side, and you really can just work it across the board no matter what, because Hank's always good to work away with eyes. They're blitzing here, going for the go ball.
Off the fingertips of Payton.
Man, that'd have been nice. That'd have been nice. They would have clipped that one too.
Field goal.
Got the one-on-one matchup.
Thanks so much.
Back to Javante Payton, who made the circus catch on the sideline just a second ago. That one just out of reach. Perez had to put it there because the safety closed him from the middle of the field. There was not a ton of room to place that ball. That's why it was so close on the sideline. He throws that upfield, probably an interception.
Haversick with a 54-yard attempt. This would be his long on the season. Great leg on that, and right through from 54. Check in with Aaron Dolan.
Well, guys, you can currently live bet DC Defender's next drive outcome. And what's interesting about this market is so far we've already seen 4 touchdowns and 2 punts. But as for that field goal attempted, they have not attempted a field goal since halftime of Week 5 against this Arlington Renegades team. So that's something to keep in mind. And as for other, that includes turnovers on downs, as well as safeties. So you can bet this right now on ESPN Bet.
Back here with DC defensive coordinator Blake Williams. Coach, I saw you going over the rotation of what you want to start off the next series with. How do you continue to change up the back end so you can try to eliminate that back shoulder throw that's giving you some problems today?
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it is you try to play that game. I mean, we know what it is. I mean, going against Luis Perez. I mean, it's like going against no knock to anybody else, but like a real NFL pocket passer where he knows what you're in a lot of the times before the snap of the ball, where he wants to go with the ball, and you got to kind of try to keep shifting the burden around and understand that right now, and he really is doing everything he can to not be hit, right? And so when you're doing that, the fractions of time in pass coverage, like there's only so many places you can throw the ball. So if you're supposed to be underneath trail man, be there. If you're supposed to be over the top, you got to trust that you're there. So everybody just be where you're supposed to be with eyes where you're supposed to be, not eyes in the backfield if we're in man-to-man, a la the long one right there, and then we'll be fine.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
It's a line drive that's returned by Mickens. And Mickens, he lowered the shoulder pads. 170-pound return man getting pad leverage at full speed.
I was just going to say, he's not a big man. 5'9", 174, but when you lower that shoulder, same foot, same shoulder, bam! See that left foot led with the left shoulder? That's how you do it right there.
That was against Stephen Jones, the starting corner for Arlington. So here we are, just a 7-point game with 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
Here we go. Second set.
Getting it out into space quickly to Bresnahan.
Here we go.
Caleb
Ace
Johnson
right,
with the tackle.
Ace right. No, let's go ace left, Louis, fire. Louis, fire.
Let's go, flex left, Louis, fire. Louis, fire. Flex left, Louis, fire. I'm ready. Here we go. Okay, second set. Hey, ace left. Ready. Let's go.
2nd and 8 as Jackson's going to be tackled for a loss. Now Chris Odom, his first year with the Renegades, has NFL camp and practice squad experience with the tackle.
Yeah, Bledsoe as well, forcing this, doing a really good job with contain on the outside. It's one thing Acho mentioned come out of half. They want to set strong edges, stop allowing DC to turn the edge. Did it right there, and now it's a long third down.
3rd and 15.
Here we go.
Remember, DC wins, they're in the postseason. Arlington has to win to stay alive. Can the Arlington defense get a stop? They got a drop out of Antonio, just dropped it. Would have been a first down.
And it is such a good anticipation throw from Ta'amu. Watch this safety right here. Look him throw behind him. That's a second window on a dig route. As Joe Powell's trying to make a break on it, throws it right off his ear hole. And that's one that Antonio, who's normally sure-handed, big body, big target, normally brings that one down.
So Jaden Price is on for a return. They block it. It is blocked. Arlington is going to score a touchdown off of a blocked punt. Curtis Hodges with the big play.
We got too many men defense.
Yes, too many on D.
Okay.
Too many on D.
5-yard penalty.
Oh, the flag is going to bring it all back.
Too many men on the receiving team. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
You're going to see him trying to run somebody off late right here. Don't get him off in time, and that's why DC's got one less guy to block. Someone comes scot-free. Man.
You are kidding me!
Bob Stoops' reaction.
What in the hell?
Listen, it would be one thing if the 12 men were on the field all coming at the punter.
Yes.
The fact that 12 men sprinting to get off the field is the dagger.
Because no one was going to block that guy off the ball anyway. So if he's just not there like he shouldn't be, it's touchdown for Arlington.
And now a sky knuckler outside the numbers for Price to return. And Jaden Price will be wrapped up. And a flag comes down at the end of this play as well.
Talk to me. Are we moving dead after the what?
What do we got, Milton?
We have a block in the back on Arlington. From the number again, Milton.
What was the number?
Number one.
During the return.
During the return. Illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 1. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the spot of the foul. First down.
Here we are in week 8 in DC with so much on the line, and then week 9 gets started Friday, the Battlehawks are playing really well. They're up against the Brahmas. Saturday, 2 games on ABC. Renegades against Showboats. Panthers and Stallions is a good one on ABC at 3 o'clock. And then these DC Defenders wrap up Week 9 Sunday at 4 o'clock against Houston. Yeah, good look on you, Rogers.
I have that jacket.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, wore that last week.
You just went with a nice teal today, but you thought about that. From his end zone, Perez, as he gets it out to the 10-yard line to Peyton. Back-to-back Arlington penalties moments ago. One negates the touchdown. Would have been a block punt touchdown, trying to run a man off the field. The other one, the drive starts at their 5-yard line because of it.
Let's go. Duff left. Indy 2 lock. Z glide. Can Chicago 4. Duff left. Indy 2 lock. Z glide. Can Chicago 4.
Let's go. Hey, watch the corner cat. Watch the corner cat. Here we go. Hey, look quick. Turtle, sit up.
2nd and 4. Here's Jones. Flag is down as Tony Jones was able to get out of that would-be tackle and out to the 23-yard line.
Defensive offside, 92, lined up in the neutral zone, 92.
Offside, defense, lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. First down.
Always wondered how that happens. Now, look, I didn't play defense. Yeah, you're just trying to get as close as possible, and you just have to get a little too much.
Like, let me see if they notice. Let me see.
The ball's right there, you know?
It's not always right there, guys. You're focused. There's 300 pounders trying to hurt you. There's a lot going on.
You would know, Acho.
You're right. You're right.
9 years of winding up in the NFL in that position. As this completion goes to Deontay Burnett.
You get tired.
Yep.
Play call.
Sweating your eyes
right there. But you're right, though. That's the first thing. It's like, dude, look at where the ball's lined up and then line up on sides.
Second and 2. There was a lot of contact as DeAndre Baker, the former first-round pick of the New York Giants, was locked up with Tyler Vaughns, who's had some amazing moments.
Number two, defensive pass.
Is it 15 or spot? Spot. Pass interference, defense, number 2. Ball is placed at the spot, foul, automatic first down.
Well, the former All-American from Georgia is a physical corner. This time just gets his left hand right before the ball gets there, up around the shoulder pad of Hans without playing the football. So easy call for the refs on that one. But that's his game. I mean, he plays a very physical brand of press coverage on the outside. Gets away with it a lot of the time.
Fox at 56, going 57. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, easy. Hey, two lizard. Hey, easy. No, raccoon. Gotta go. Turn with it up.
And they go with the quick game to Peyton. Anthony Hines is wearing the chest cam, linebacker for DC.
I mean, here's what's fine,
you see Hines in the upper left. You see his view
because he was
in the
outside.
bottom left.
If you feel easier to go like this, you come back out.
Jones with a big play as Tony Jones will have the first down for Arlington.
At the time, Hines just got picked by Garrett McGinn, the center.
Hey, Blake 3.
Open up that little hole, yeah.
Anthony Hines, a True Vision chest cam.
Former Texas A&M Aggie.
13-yard run by Jones. Perez. That was batted away. He had a weight on it, and that gave Baker just enough time to defend it.
Yeah, he's lucky Baker was playing in a zone look that far off the wide receiver, because this is really late to the sideline. Another half a step, and Baker would have been headed with that ball in the opposite direction for a touchdown.
The king of spring football, Luis Perez. 277 yards and 2 touchdowns to this point. Anthony Hines wearing our True Vision chest cam. A 2nd down and 10. Perez steps up, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Sal Cannella. And it was Anthony Hines wearing that True Vision chest cam right there.
A great look here. Hines in coverage on Cannella.
So you want to be a linebacker, do you?
He said, when we talked to him a couple weeks ago, he said, I like to model my game after Fred Warner because of how good he is in coverage. It's part of my game that I focus on a lot. That time it paid off.
3rd down and 10. There is Hines. Perez. Oh, he pumps and then he goes to run. And as he went thinking about sliding, he took the hit at about the 26-yard line. So it'll be 4th down.
Was a few things sure in life: death, taxes, and no matter where on the field you pump fake, a defender will always fall for it, even if you're beyond the line of scrimmage. He's beyond the line there. That pump moves Anthony Hines.
Watch the True Vision chest cam.
He's like, oh, you're throwing over here? Oh, yep. Nope. Oh, got him.
Haversick on for the 45-yard attempt here at the end of the 3rd quarter. And a 45-yarder is good. Got a great game here in D.C. on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. 27-23. D.C. tried to make the postseason. 4th quarter ahead. Hey, you know how the Washington Nationals have the racing presidents? Well, Thomas Jefferson was here today, so we challenged our guys pregame. We're going to put Thomas Jefferson on the 30, Luke's on the 40, Acho on the 50, right to the goal line. Oh, Acho. What?
He just needed 5 more yards.
I'm disappointed in myself. I still am. I'm disappointed. I demand a rematch.
Luke's in the cowboy boots, too.
I feel great about myself.
I'm just glad there wasn't like a torn hammy or an Achilles coming out of that. I
was stretching before, though. I still say I could still play. I might need a couple more warm-up laps.
Hey, Acho, that's the way we thought to handicap it. You should be at the 50, Luke's at the 40, and big-headed Thomas Jefferson at the
big-headed TJ.
Now when I reflect on it, I think I needed you at the 45, Luke's at the 35, and we would have had a photo finish there.
I could rock with that.
TJ's nose was aerodynamic, though. That wasn't fair.
Yeah, your first comment was that big head must be made of feathers.
It didn't even knock him off his feet. I thought I was going to walk him.
I thought I was going to walk him. Come on. I thought I was going to walk you, Luke.
Me.
Stop. All right. Before we leave, we're racing. We're racing. Got to do it.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Acho, I'm not sure the socks gave you an advantage. Like,
the shoes are too big, though. The shoes look deep. I would have tripped over the shoes.
Yeah, but you're losing traction. You're not like coming out of the blocks with the socks on.
Can't run in church.
You got he's got the dress shoes on that had
barefoot.
Had to come out.
Can't crease them either. You know, it's a nice pair of shoes.
My pythons were ready, boys. That's all I know.
Oh yeah. You guys are great sports. That was something. Ta'amu was looking for the quick strike to Powell, but it was interrupted as that was batted away to open up this 4th quarter. Fun game here in D.C. Remember the stakes. If D.C. wins today, they clinch a postseason spot. But on the other side, Arlington, who has lost 3 straight with these one-possession, last-minute games, they have to win to stay alive for the postseason.
Red, Z cross, X post. Yeah, mix it up. No, I'm talking about. Here we go. Ready. Take go.
2nd and 10. Ta'amu with time, and wide open is Mickens. As Mickens gets out inside the 35-yard line.
That's a great adjustment by Mickens. You see Ta'amu's got to kind of throw this ball behind Donald Payne in coverage there. That's why that ball's a little bit on the back hip, but great adjustment and a big gain.
Quick to the outside is Ta'amu as he gets the completion. Antonio. Jordan Ta'amu, the former Ole Miss SEC football star, has had his chances in pro football, and he's been now 3 years as a Defenders quarterback.
Here we go. Easy. 82. Ready. To go.
2nd and 4. Ta'amu wants a shot to Rowland. Incomplete. Ajane Harris had coverage. He leads the UFL in interceptions. Had a big game against DC last time.
Yeah, just a slot fade in one-on-one coverage against Harris, one of the best cover guys for Arlington. And this is one that Rowland should have caught, man. It's a tough catch, but it hits his right hand. Great throw by Ta'amu. Probably gets it lost a little bit behind Harris's back there.
Get it tight. Here we go. Hey, alert. Ready. To go.
3rd and 4 for DC. And it'll be a first down as he connects with Antonio again.
Oh, and you just can't give Jordan Ta'amu that much space to the line of scrimmage, especially on 3rd and 4. They're in his zone, soft zone coverage on the outside. Ta'amu's too accurate. He's too good at getting the ball out quick. At some point, Arlington's going to have to press, play a little tighter on the outside, force those lower percentage throws downfield.
Got what we want.
Second set.
Heard them saying we got what we want. Let's see if they can deliver on it. Deion Jackson says yes, we can. It is 1st and goal, DC.
I'll tell you what they got. They got 2 high safeties in a run play, which means there's only 1 linebacker in the box. And if you can block him right there, you see Mason Brooks coming around, you got a big play.
Another former Ole Miss star, the offensive lineman Mason Brooks, picking up that linebacker and creating the hole for Deion Jackson, who had a great career in the ACC with over 2,200 rushing yards
Here we go.
for Duke.
Here we go.
Also has a lot of NFL experience.
To go.
Jackson patiently waiting for those blocks on 1st and goal. Jackson with 81 yards rushing, had 28 NFL games of experience.
Hey, let's go. Let we take time out here, Coach. I got you. All right.
Just gonna let it run down.
Yep, let it run down.
Come here.
Yo.
Going to use the timeout with 11 minutes to play and a 2nd and goal for DC at the Arlington 3-yard line.
This is an area of the field that offensive coordinator Fred Keyes gets really creative. We've seen the jet sweep pass from Rowland. Last week we saw the throwback to
run sniper.
Gunnar Britton, the tackle.
I like sniper.
Yeah, 315 pounder with a touchdown reception.
Twins left, King.
And I think that's why he called a timeout.
52 sniper. Yeah, I like that.
Because he wants to make sure he gets a perfect play. He was trying to figure out what hash they're on. It wasn't just a handoff. He's trying to dial something up here.
It's gonna be 12. Twins right, King. Twins left.
That's what Dean just told us that.
Here, Bob Stoops having a conversation with the officials.
Twins left. King, X10.
Marvin Sanders is defensive coordinator, tasked with trying to stop Jordan Ta'amu here.
Get all the way out there, y'all two.
Boy, Ta'amu is such an active communicator.
Yeah.
I mean, accounting for every little thing.
Here we go.
Here's your 2nd and goal off the timeout.
Ready, to go.
Looking left, going to Jackson, who can't control it. It'll be 3rd and goal.
How was it? Mace, how was it? How was it? Hold on. Here we go. Hey, spread right tight. 72 crocodile. On one, ready. Oh, wait, hey, 71. Oh, no, wait, 72. Hey, 71. Here we go. Ready, to go.
3rd and goal. Back in the end zone. Touchdown.
That's it. We go for one.
Cornell Powell.
We're going to go for one, Jordan, because we're up by 10.
That's his 2nd of the game for Powell.
Yeah, Miles Doran at safety is just going to get turned around right here with this backline route. He's going to get his back facing Jordan Ta'amu. Anytime a quarterback sees that, you know they got no vision. That's where you got to go with the football. Nice throw, low and out in front for Cornell Powell.
One-point conversion attempt.
Ready, to go.
Oh, he was met right away. That was a big hit that time that Bledsoe put on Ta'amu. But Jordan Ta'amu managed things so well. His 16th touchdown pass of the season, also has a touchdown reception. The UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations.
Fourth quarter in DC, 33-24 defenders here with Jordan Ta'amu. 2-by-2 set on that touchdown throw. What was the progression from you from pre-snap to post-snap progression?
Yeah, it was a 2-by-2 tight formation, and we had an out route on our left side, out corner, and then my backside had an underneath route, and then a back line, and then a running back with an angle route. So kind of went through my progression. They kind of clogged up the out in the corner. Went to CP, saw him open up that backline window, put a great ball and a good catch, and as you can see, the running back was open too. So we had it all figured out right there. So it was a good play, good call by Coach Kais.
All right, man, keep it up. Good luck.
Thank you.
CP Cornell Powell, he adds to his days 4 catches, 2 touchdowns. And it's a 10-point margin on a day when if DC wins, they have locked up a spot in the postseason, and Arlington is trying to stay alive to make the playoffs. Remember, the UFL Championship is presented by Underdog. It's going to be back in St. Louis. It'll be Saturday, June 14th at 8 o'clock right here on ABC. And if you want to attend it, tickets start just $29. They're available at ufl.com/tickets. And of course, there's a chance that St. Louis could be there playing on their home turf. St. Louis is right now 6-2, Anthony Beck's team. DC is trying to match them. If they win today, DC gets to 6-2 as well.
Right. Left. On ready. Hey, pistol.
So trailing by 10, Luis Perez, who has 277 passing yards and 2 touchdowns on the day, as he sets up the tight end screen, and it's a tackle for a loss as Seth Green couldn't get any traction at all. Deontay Anderson made the tackle.
Yeah, Deontay Anderson was all over that, just stayed home backside. Knowing that Arlington likes those screen plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's their run game. This about here in the 4th quarter last week against Michigan is where this Arlington offense started to click. A couple long drives for touchdowns. They need one of those here.
2nd and 15. Perez gets it complete to Sal Canella. And Canella's out to the 41-yard line. The Sticks are at the 45-yard line, so it's third down. Third down and 4 for Arlington, wide open, and a first down to Deontay Burnett to midfield.
They heard F choice there, so they motioned a receiver to take one defender away from that side and leave a one-on-one matchup with Burnett. And Bryce Thompson, he's got the ability to go either way there. Set it up, see where the defender is, attack leverage, make him move. Great job there selling inside and getting back outside.
First down. Going up and snagging it again is Vaughns. Tyler Vaughns with some wow moments today.
It's like that one club you have in your golf bag. You're like, man, if I just need a good shot, a solid shot, I'm going to take this guy out. You need a play. Just throw it up to 8 right now, because I believe him. I was skeptical early, but when he said it was 80-20 when that ball's in the air, it's been about 90-10 so far today for TV out there.
His highlight was a one-handed touchdown grab. The back of the end zone. Hunter, the gain of 2 yards. Coming up on under 8 minutes to play. Arlington trailing by 10.
That clock is running. Remember, down 10 points.
Day Hunter is wearing the True Vision chest cam.
I don't care.
Second and 8 goes underneath the Burnett. Bottom right is the view you get from Day Hunter, the starting running back. Top right is showing you where Hunter is, and then of course you get the game coverage. Flag is down.
You got hands to the face on the offense. Was that an incomplete pass?
Completed pass.
Okay, he wants to take him back. All right. Illegal use of hands to the face. Offense number 63. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
63 is going to be Ricky Lee on the left side here. Getting the hands up in Andre Mintz's face. Penalties have been a huge issue for this Arlington team. 11 penalties a couple weeks ago. Big, costly penalties last week in the 1-point loss to Michigan. And another one here that puts them way behind the chains on second down.
Career high passing yards in a single game for Perez at 315. But right now he needs a little more than that to get his team right back into this.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 50. 5-yard penalty. Still stuck out.
Derek Roberson. Fisher was also moving quickly.
Hey, same thing. Hey, be ready for a foul. Look. Okay, all right. Hey, we're going.
If the back's in the backfield, you can kind of bogey like maybe you're blitzing, but don't be too cute. Oh, he doesn't have a microphone. Never mind.
Blake Williams, DC, for DC. Second and 13 after the penalty. Luis Perez as he gets it to Canella, and Canella stiff arms his way and drives ahead right to the sticks.
Yeah, it's just great job identifying the mismatch. It's Sal Canella, the best tight end in the UFL, one-on-one with Anthony Hines. Anthony Hines is a great linebacker, and he's good in coverage, but it's one of the best pass catchers in the UFL with a lot of space. How can they cap this off with a touchdown? Hunter straight ahead, spins his way inside the 10-yard line. I'll check where they mark this, but indeed it is going to be 1st and goal. Chest cam on Day Hunter, True Vision chest cam. Great job getting skinny here through the hole. You see the angle, yeah, from Hines getting blocked there by Farniak.
53. Yeah, 53 over here. Here we go.
Surprised there's not a little more urgency here, guys.
One-on-one down here with Tyler Bonds.
1st and goal. Perez, here's Hunter out of the backfield. And trying to keep his footing as he gets to the 8-yard line.
It's still a 2-score game. You mentioned it, Luke, that there's not a ton of urgency, and that clock is ticking down. Going to be under 5 minutes here soon. Still a 2-possession game.
Bob Stoops trying to see if his offense can get him right back into this thing. 2nd and goal.
He got in. 57 got in. He caused a reaction.
Neutral zone infraction.
57 defense.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense 57. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
A couple good opportunities to use the hard count on this drive. Right? I mean, DC had the snap count nailed early in this game. They were jumping everything. You see Luis Perez coming out of the game here. Holton Allers, the backup quarterback, is in.
Good job, Sal.
Allers in the game with a loaded backfield, as now they split to the T formation. And they go with Tony Jones, and Jones, where they spot him here? Now they're saying he's just short.
Going to watch the knee here. He gives it a great second effort. Tony Jones does on the handoff. Oh, it's really tough to tell there.
That's that knee hit. And drive that Luis Perez is 6 for 6 on with 52 yards. They went with the running game, and now it's 3rd and goal. They're loaded up again. Split the formation. Quarterback Ayers. Holton up and in. Holton Allers, who played at East Carolina, with the touchdown.
Right down the line here. Does a great job extending that ball. That's dangerous. You better get there. He does. That was interesting there that DC didn't have anybody in the A-gaps. They had a guy right over the center. So I was saying to myself, QB sneak, QB sneak. There's only one guy inside there. Now they'll go for 1 point here to try to make this a field goal game.
Bob Stoops watching his team take 6.5 minutes. You guys talked about the need for some urgency. Well, there's a need for a touchdown if you want to have a shot. So they managed 10 plays, 65 yards. Under 4 minutes to play. This is going to be a 1-point conversion to try to draw within a field goal. As Luis Perez back in the game. Perez, the fade. Sal Cannella. Conversion good. And it's just a field goal margin now. Look at this game we've got in D.C.
And I don't really know what Willie Drew is doing. He's going to be manned up on Sal Cannella, and he gets his eyes in the backfield. What is he looking at here? You can't see it there, but leaves Sal Cannella wide open. And it is a 3-point game with 3:54 left here in the fourth.
Oh, that's a good beer snake here in D.C. today. And we've got a good slate of games for you next week in the UFL. Week 9, Brahmas in St. Louis get it started on Friday. And then this Arlington team is noon on ABC against the Showboats. The big matchup is going to be Michigan and Birmingham Saturday on ABC at 3 p.m. before these defenders wrap things up on Sunday at 4 p.m. Remember, if D.C. holds on today, they know they're in the postseason. If Arlington can pull this out, they've cut it to 3, they are still alive for the playoffs. Under 4 minutes to play, and it's a 3-point game. We showed you the beer snake. Remember, there's always that beer snake math because they estimate that it takes about 5,000 cups to make it all the way up. Remember, these are 24-ounce cups, so guys have to do, you got to do some damage, like my man there's doing. He's doing damage, and he's serving the good people here of D.C. by adding to the snake.
Dennis, I told him if they would have just enlisted my help, that thing would be laying on the front porch of the White House.
You would be too.
That's a great image. It is such a great fan atmosphere here in D.C., and we've got such a good game. A 3-point margin as Jordan Ta'amu. 2 touchdown passes on the day as they look to get this 4-minute offense going to close out a win. That ball's tipped, and somehow it is caught by Antonio. I'd rather be lucky than good.
Wow, second time one of these RPOs over the middle of the field gets tipped up in the air. That's a great job by Donald Payne there, getting a hand on it. Even better job by Antonio of keeping focus.
And if you're Arlington, you're sitting here, Bob Stoops' team, you want opportunities like that.
Yes.
A tip ball that's floating over the middle of your defense. Trailing by 3. 3 timeouts remaining for Arlington, plus that 1 challenge, by the way.
Ready? Go.
We'll start offense number 56. 5-yard penalty. Still.
Let's go. Flex right queen. 23. Boss. Wide shoot. Yes. Here we go.
See the note that the 2 highest scoring games in the UFL this season, Arlington and DC, and they're not done yet. Jackson on the carry. He is met and falls ahead out to the 47-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. Arlington desperate for a stop here. Arlington utilizing the timeout, the first of their 3s. Marvin Sanders, the defensive coordinator for the Renegades.
I like using that timeout there. Even on this side of the 2-minute. Get 0 yards on first. You get a second down.
Marv, get them the
2 timeouts left and a 2-minute warning. They're also baiting Jordan Ta'amu to throw those RPOs. Stacking the box, trying to force him into a decision that he would regret.
Hey, Chris, hey, you guys run the bubble over there. So look, let's just say you know that over there. If the bubble side look good, take the bubble, okay?
Here's Shannon Harris, the head coach, who's also the quarterback coach, reminding Jordan Ta'amu and Chris Rowland of what's available to them. Second down and 10.
Here we go.
Off the Arlington timeout. And they get the defensive stop, trailing by 3.
Ready? Go.
He said, watch out for the bubble. Is that a live ball? No, they're whistling it dead. But just before they took the field, you heard Shannon Harris reminding them of what was available. That's where they went, and Charlie Thomas broke it up. That was a dangerous play.
Yeah, so they're going to add a safety to the box here. So Ta'amu sees the numbers and tries to throw the bubble route. And just a heck of a play Charlie Thomas to almost pick that one off. I mean, that was...
You also have to be careful it's not a live ball.
Yes, but yeah.
Down the line of scrimmage. Down the line. So, listen, this is a golden opportunity for Arlington. As it's a 3rd and 10, and they utilize the timeout. You said, hey, I like the timeout management there. This is why you like it.
Yep. And remember, that was an incompletion, but the clock kept running because we're outside of 2 minutes, so they had to use the timeout there. Little different rules than college or the NFL, where incomplete would stop the clock. But this is, I mean, it couldn't have played out any better for Arlington. You got a 3rd and 10, still have a timeout, still have the 2-minute warning.
Remember, NBA Game 7 between the Thunder and the Nuggets will be coming your way, but we've got a thriller to finish up here in UFL week number 8. If DC wins, they make the postseason. If Arlington wins, they stay alive. Have to have it if you're the Renegades. Michigan and Birmingham are already in. St. Louis is having themselves another great year as they sit atop the XFL conference. Here's your 3rd and 10. Ta'amu being pressured, extends the play. And it is caught, but it is well short of the sticks. Briley Moore with the reception. So it's 4th down.
And Taco Charlton here on the right side does a great job of getting the pressure on Ta'amu, forcing him outside the pocket. Arlington's going to keep that time
count
out
them
their
up
pocket.
there, please. Somebody, please count upstairs.
You hear Bob Stoops saying, somebody please count, because remember, there was a block punt that they thought was a touchdown, and they couldn't run 12 men off the 12th man off the field in time. Paxton Brooks on to punt away. And flag comes down.
Kicking team.
It's going to be a delay of game, which is really an innocuous penalty at this point. Paxton Brooks, who punted at Tennessee, be punting away with just 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining, and Arlington is going to get the ball with a chance to tie it or win it in a must-win situation to try to stay alive for their postseason hopes. They nearly got to Brooks again. Flag comes down as Brooks went down. But it was 4th and 10.
A fair catch down here. Fair catch.
And signaling holding.
So 33 holding of the kicking team. So he can tack it on if he wants. Okay. So find out what he wants.
It's the live mic you're listening into.
Tack it on. Tack it on.
I may have the number wrong, man. It was right in the middle. Number 11 for DC got hit.
Kicking team. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. 1st and 10, Arlington.
All right, so it is all set up now for Arlington, trailing by 3. Bob Stoops, former Oklahoma head coach, who's in his 4th year as the head coach of the Arlington Renegades. He has his veteran quarterback, the spring king, Luis Perez, the longtime spring pro football veteran who has a career single game 329 yards right now on 30 completions, 41 attempts. But does he have a little magic left in it here today on the road to keep this team alive for the postseason?
I remember the last time these teams faced off, it was the late interception by Luis Perez. 15 seconds left in the game because they needed a touchdown. They were down 4. So when you're down 3, Luis can make much smarter decisions. Doesn't have to force the football. Still have a timeout and 2 minutes.
And to your point, don't have to force the touchdown. The field goal, their kicker's had a huge day as he checks down to Hunter. Lucas Haversick, the starting kicker, hit a 54-yarder earlier today.
With ease.
Yes.
2-minute warning, 2-minute warning.
As we come up on the 2-minute warning here at Audi Fields. Don't go anywhere. We got drama in D.C. with it all on the line in what's been a thriller. UFL will continue after these messages and a word from our ABC stations. How about how this day sets up? We got a game on the line here, and then it's all on the line with the Thunder and Nuggets. Game 7, and the countdown crew get us set in just moments. We'll see how things play out here in this thriller in UFL Week 8. As we have our game on the line, and then it's all on the line between the Nuggets and Thunder in the Western Conference Semis. Game 7. Series all tied up. The decider right here on ABC in moments. Bob Stoops on one side, Shannon Harris on the other. Stoops' Arlington Renegades coming off the 2-minute warning, trailing by 3 on the road. Lucas Haversick is the kicker. Will he get a chance and attempt to tie this game up? Perez has completed 7 in a row. Do we make it 8? No, incomplete, looking for Vaughns. Want to let everybody know, NBA Game 7 coverage is going to start here on ABC in moments. We're going to move over to ESPN2 to wrap things up between Arlington and DC. What a game we've had. Join us over on ESPN2 for the conclusion, and enjoy the Nuggets and Thunder Game 7 coming your way. Third down and 5. Arlington. As Isaiah Winstead is able to make the catch, but it's going to depend on that spot. I think he's going to be just short, so it's going to be 4th and 1.
And DC going back-to-back plays of zone coverage, switching off their normal man coverage, making it a little tougher on Perez.
Here's your ball game. 4th down and 1.
Here we go.
Gotta have it. And a timeout is going to be used by Arlington. That is their final timeout.
More comfortable.
Final timeout. Remember, although they got the challenge back, now with no timeouts, they cannot challenge. So they lose that as well. It'll be just your traditional ball game on the way out.
It's a good note by you. You're like the Pereira Blandino hybrid.
This one is more. Go to
under the sun-kissed sky of Washington, D.C. It'll come down to this, a 4th down and 1 for Arlington. Colton Allers, the backup quarterback who scored a short yardage touchdown earlier, is in the game. Loaded backfield. 4th and 1. They hand it off. And getting ahead for the first down is Tony Jones.
Boy, and if he keeps his feet there, there's nobody left. Look at all these guys around the line of scrimmage. These are the dangerous plays, because if you don't make that tackle, look, then nobody's there. If he hurdles those guys, it may be a foot race. Now Arlington's got to pick up the pace here with little over a minute left, no timeouts.
So that clock is counting down. Luis Perez. Play clock counting down as well. Perez. And there's a flag that's going to come in as Sal Cannella was completely wrapped up by Kelvin Joseph.
Yeah, DC goes back to the man coverage. You got Kelvin Joseph, one of your best cover guys, on Sal Cannella.
To the pass, holding, defense, number 27, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down. Clock will start on the snap.
By the way, there's another flag that came in as the officials were meeting.
And no, Arlington's pointing like it's against DC.
No. He did not do that. You cannot do that.
I think Shannon Harris is going to lose his mind right here.
Bryce! Hey, get him out. Hey, coach! Hey, you got somebody else for him?
It's talking about Bryce Thompson, who's fired up, trying to get him out of the game.
We have unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense #1 as well as the defensive hold, but the unsportsmanlike came well after. Does that matter? They still choose. I guess if they can choose, they take the UNS.
No, it was an act against another player. Totally well after the while we were doing the enforcement process.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
DC #1.
DC. Yep.
They said it unsportsmanlike on Bryce Thompson.
Yep. Yep. After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense #1. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced. 1st and 10, Arlington.
And here's Bryce Thompson. Little trash talk with Sal Cannella, and he just grabs his mouthpiece actually and flips it away.
And Shannon Harris told his defensive staff, put somebody else in there for him.
Yeah.
Get him out of the game. And now it's 15 yards tacked on, and Arlington is in position here. And remember, their kicker Lucas Haversick has had an outstanding game and hit from 54.
Yeah, now you really only need 5 yards or so.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because of that penalty, you go from being 20, 25 yards away, now 5, 6 yards, and you feel pretty good about a field goal.
Perez, after the penalty, is going to get it to Hunter, and now they are well within field goal range of Haversick.
It's a great little adjustment at the line of scrimmage. You heard Luis Perez turn to Day Hunter and go balloon. He knew he'd have a one-on-one matchup with Anthony Hines, the linebacker. That's a matchup they want to exploit every time. So changed his route, and an easy throw pickup. Now they're well within field goal range.
Yeah, they're well within range to actually take the lead.
Yeah, now you're thinking about winning the game.
Now you can take a shot. Perez, he's going to run ahead. I won't go as far as calling that a hurdle. I will call that a
self-defense.
Step forward.
That was a hurt. He didn't get the dome. He got the hurt part.
Just the hurt.
He would not have beat Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, that was a hook.
All right, clock counting down. Final 20 seconds. 2nd down. Remember, no timeouts for Arlington. And a penalty flag is going to pause the action here.
If it's on the offense, it's a runoff.
Yep.
Well, they got to be careful with the runoff of the clock here.
All right, it's a 10-second runoff, so it'll be 8 seconds.
Yeah, and they don't have timeouts.
Also, they may get a fire drill field goal opportunity.
Offense, number 71. Because the clock was running, a 10-second runoff, the game clock should be set at 8 seconds, 0-8. The clock will start on my line.
So they're going to need to get on the ball and spike it.
Yep.
And then they'll have to kick a field goal.
Call something and run it. Oh, fuck.
They're going to clock it. They're going to play this safe.
Yeah.
Rather than deal with the down and distance, because obviously the runoff forced them into that situation. Going to get it quickly to the outside, and it's picked off. Can you believe that? What a mistake as DeAndre Baker jumps it. They didn't need to do it, and DeAndre Baker with a game-sealing interception that puts
You were well within field goal range. Your kickers hit a 54-yarder today. If you were going to do this, do not fake a spike. I see what he sees. DeAndre Baker is playing off. You could maybe pick up 3 or 4 more yards with a quick throw. Then don't fake the spike. He's going to fake the spike. This is what I'm talking about, the separation that he sees. If you just grab it and throw it right away, maybe you have a shot to, but he's going to pump, fake the spike. It takes too long. DeAndre Baker is able to close on the ball. Game over. A rare rookie mistake from a veteran quarterback that usually does not do that.
And their kicker, Havasik, had hit from 30, 45, and 54 yards today. Loops.
Well, Tess, I'm here with Coach Shannon Harris. That wasn't on your bingo card, was it?
It wasn't. But what a play, man. These guys stayed to fight. To God be the glory, you know. These guys fought hard.
You had a great home crowd today. They got behind you when you needed it right there. Defense comes up and makes a play. But you had to manage your team a little bit there late. Emotions riding high. What's the message when you get back into the locker room? Because you've just clinched the playoff spot.
We got to have controlled emotions. You know, we can't let outside things dictate how we play. The thing we always talk about, when arrows start coming in at our circle, the circle has to get tighter. It's like you circle the wagons, right? And make sure that guys are staying focused and maintain their discipline, you know.
All right, man. Hey, thank you. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
That was a lot of fun, and we're glad you were with us for it as DC moves to 6-2 and clinches a playoff berth in a thriller. DeAndre Baker with a game-sealing interception. The final score is 33-30. For Jordan, Sam, and Tom, I'm Joe Tessitore. Enjoy the rest of your day. What a game here in D.C. Jordan Ta'amu with 2 touchdown passes with a touchdown catch. And in the end, their defense does the job to shut down Arlington. The interception by DeAndre Baker, the former NFL first rounder. And that is how things finish up here in D.C.